it. We're going to do it right now. No lube, no consent needed, no F's given, and I'm streaming, baby, because I got high-speed internet. I got upload speed, I got download speed, what you need, what you want. Come with it. I've prepped stuff. Okay, I'm not fucking around anymore. I'm actually doing this for realsy. Let me give you a little walkthrough as to what we got going on here. First of all, ooh, look at that. That's pro. Killed the volume before it even doubled up on me. You like that? That's progress. Now I'm going to tweet this out. Prep that too. West side. Beautiful. Look at that. Full res. Guess who made that? I did. Let me sip on. I'm drinking wine right now. So, Tupac will be discussed tonight. In honor of that.
Why you acting like that? Oh shit. You done fucked up, man. You done put two of America's most wanted in the same motherfucking place at the same motherfucking time. Y'all niggas about to feel this. Break out the champagne glasses and motherfucking condoms. Have one on us, alright?
Ain't nothing but a picture perfect.
I paint a perfect picture, bomber hooches with precision.
I've always loved that. Always loved the way he jumped in on that. Because I think he comes in an entire beat early. So he comes in at a time you wouldn't expect him to. Picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture. Like that.
Oh, boys.
Listen to this.
Place at the same motherfucking time. Y'all niggas about to feel this.
1, 2,
Break out the
3,
champagne
4.
glasses and
1,
motherfucking
2,
condoms.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Picture perfect.
Yeah.
I paint a perfect picture, bomber hooches with precision.
It's just, I don't even know how to frame it. Like, if you had the musical terminology, you would know how to describe that. But he's playing, he's not on 4/4 time. It's like, actually, Bob Marley used to talk about that. Let me see that. Bob Marley describing, what was it? Ska? Is that a word? No.
We couldn't afford to try music.
There's this whole thing he did where he would, how do you spell reggae? Jesus, that I was a mistake. That was not mine. Don't hold me accountable for that I. I might have swapped out some letters. Anyway, screw that. Moving on. So we got Tupac here. It's MTV News, so you're expecting cancer, but it's actually pretty interesting. From 1992, Tupac was just riffing on some ideas. We're going to hit that up. Then we're going to... Oh, this is me studying chess. Really good channel. I'm trying to up my game because I don't want to get humiliated in real time. We got He Didn't Do Nothing, which is... I don't know who this guy is, but it was a great song. So hopefully I bumped up his signal. We got... listening to Honey... Who are the Honey Badgers? I think I'm not supposed to like them. I think Reese doesn't like them, so if he doesn't like them, I don't like them. But I get the sense that they're MRA-ish types. I don't know. I was listening to that because of this. This video was that anti-PC. I'm losing track. It's people who are anti-SJWs. Okay.
Snake Plisskenist was doing videos and all of that.
So that's riveting. And then we got a little bit of this, which you want to see something ominous? Okay, Focus Magazine, Anna Kasparian on sticking to your principles. First of all, I like they don't title these things or capitalize these, so it's sort of very low budge. They did capitalize her name, but the title of the video wasn't important enough. We have disabled likes, dislikes, and no comments. Dun dun dun. 5,000 views could be a potential gold mine here. Here, I'll read it to you. Anna Kasparian got her foot in the door, wedged her tits in the door at the Young Turks as a temporary producer. I like that. Everybody's temporary at a job. It's just you're there so long as you can provide a service to your employer and can earn them money. Her courage to ask the CEO, the Buffalo, for a permanent position, and her desire to be a truthful journalist. Wait, as opposed to who? Like deceitful journalist? Is that a thing? A journalist. Okay, so the words that just come leaping off that page: courage, CEO, just some fat, thick-necked, pubic-haired, bug-eyed, brown monster who had you know, an ongoing Woody for this chick. And she's like, hey, and they're using her. They're using her for TNA. She's just sexing up the joint. That was the whole reason they put her on there. Shit. And probably to give cover for the fact that it's called the Young Turks and she's Armenian. That did not hurt. And the fact that she's not white, even though she'll claim to be white, she is not white. Look at Dan Henderson. Come on, Hendo. I need Hendo to win that fight. Permanent position. Oh, how old was she? Like 18 at the time? A truthful journalist, okay, has kept her there for a decade. Or, yeah, it's either that or she's been riding the narcissistic train and just loves the validation, the daily validation, and would not be hired, would be laughed off of any sort of audition that she ever went on. Or what do they call it? Job interview? Yeah, let's see her go work for the deceitful mainstream media. Sure. Despite getting higher paying offers elsewhere. Oh, did she? Really? Doubt that. Anna chooses to stay at the Young Turks. Yeah, right. Where she can share an unfiltered. Oh, that is the problem, though, isn't it? See, I'm here to filter. Part of the reason I think I'm disgusted by Anna Kasparian. Terrible piano to start that. Wow, that sets the mood. Empowerista. Hashtag it. That's the name of this. Nice kerning. Okay, when you're kerning this, when you have okay, we will get into trailers later, but that just makes no sense. They're trying to make that seem like it's elegant, like, oh yes, we're going to kern the fuck out of this like it's some French perfume. It's like, no, this is just difficult to read and obnoxious. This is kerned too much. This is just makes me want to punt somebody in the camel toe. So that is frustrating. Unfiltered. So yeah, I was saying, part of the reason, they're in LA, okay? These people are from my hometown, and they are amateurs. So I am just I'm much better than them. Okay, I am a smarter human being, and I say that with absolute humility. But my ideas are just wildly superior to theirs, and so I feel partly responsible because if you're some dude sitting out in China and you're watching this, you're getting awful and regressive thoughts pumped into your brain. And so I feel, oh God, let me just do some damage control and filter the unfiltered, truthful journalist who has courage. And not temporarily. I'll do it ongoing until she shuts the F up. No, she can keep talking, but I'm not going to try to silence her. I couldn't if I tried, but I will shame her. And if you haven't noticed, go check out the Young Turks videos. Every one they pump out. They just pumped out a video trying to kiss ass and say, hey, vote for us for the Streamy Awards. You know, whatever. They want to... Jenk wants to do another victory lap and be like, look what if you count all the network, we got 50 million daily unique. I mean, just this guy, God damn it. It is so nauseating. Anyway, that video has about 50% dislikes. Their own audience asking them to support them. And they're like, no, screw you. So I hope they enjoy the attention that I am helping to provide them. Let's see, where she can share an unfiltered political perspective that isn't governed. It isn't governed by anything, by sanity or logic or reason, by advertising dollars. Really? Oh, because I think pay is involved here. You don't stay at a job for a decade unless you're getting dollar bill, y'all. Plus, she shares how she deals with trolls. That would be me. Trolls, like modern day vernacular, troll just means somebody who disagrees with you. Okay, which is not really the origin of the term. There is such a thing as trolls. There are just rabble rousers. God, get off my lawn, huh? There's whippersnappers out there who they just want to be contrarians, and they're just shit posting is more, I think, what a troll means. Just a shitlord, just some scumbag who is anonymous, who just wants to say something that is for shock value and just to get under your skin. But what they call trolls is anybody who disagrees with them. It's a very loose definition they're working with. And her take on the presidential election. Oh, here comes some nuance. See, I bet you she might be a
Hey Empoweristas, it's Al.
And hey Empoweristas, she might be one of these people who won't vote for Hillary out of protest and, throw it to Jill Stein or somebody, or write somebody in. She might just write in Bernie and just be like, I did it because I know California will go Democratic anyway. But she's not as regressive as Jimmy Dore and Stephen O and those other guys who are literally not going to vote Democratic and wouldn't if they were in a swing state. Which I know there's a bunch of idiots out in the chat who have even begun to consider voting for Donald Trump. But leave that aside. You're an absolute, just inexcusable moron. She, being a far leftist, for her not to vote for the person on the left, and who is far more on the left than the person on the right, makes zero sense and shows you that the horseshoe effect is real. That she, ew, look at that face. Look at that. She's so fidgetified. Fidget central. You see that? These are the dry hills of Los Angeles. This is either Malibu or it could be the Highlands and the Palisades. But look at that. Just dry brush waiting for the next fire. It's a desert. It's a desert. So they're at some rich person's house. And they're like, ooh, let's do it out by the pool. Get the nice chairs. Okay, and how's the hair and makeup? Good? Because really, 98% of this is that we need to look good. Look at that. Hi, this is all about me. It's 13 minutes of praising me. Stick to your principles, people. I'm a teacher. Okay. I have not watched this, by the way. So it could suck. But I doubt it. All right. Clickety-doo-dah.
Alex Worley, and I am joined by Anna Kasparian. She is a host and producer for The Young Turks and was recently named to Forbes 30 Under 30 list.
What? Hold on, I almost choked on my wine. 30 under 30. Is she under 30? She just got in under the wire then. Okay, so God, look at the head, the ego. Wow. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's awesome. And I love your story because you really are an example.
LA girl, typical LA girl. Might not have come from LA, which makes her even more of an LA girl. So, oh my God, thank you. Or so good. I'm so proud of you. Like, amazing. So all that is fake. Okay, that's fake talk. That's the shit that we run away from LA because of. Okay, just notice. Notice that if you were to date this chick, it's all about her. In fact, I bet you she has framed pictures of herself in her apartment. Of herself. Do you understand what level of ego you need?
Of starting from the bottom and working your way up. You started as a producer at The Young Turks. So tell me about that journey from
working your way up to what? Like she's on the top. Okay, so she has all this notoriety but she thinks of herself that she is just the cat's meow. I mean, she is a gift from God. And she's helping the world. She's saving the world. But she has mentioned, I think in a recent video, she said, this year has been the most stressful year of my life. And without pot, I would be just completely stressed out. And she's like, I get a lot of hate online. That's how she describes it, hate. It's like, okay, is there any room for people who are actually against you for incredibly valid reasons and who find you to be shrill and obnoxious and shallow? You're basic. You're a basic bitch. You're a do-nothing bitch. Well, you do stuff. You do pump out regressive nonsense. But watch her describe herself. Ooh, she's just teed it up for her. Just go for it, Anna. Tell me how great you are.
From producer to host.
Yeah, so everything in my career.
Oh, way overdone, my lord. Isn't it? Just looks like, I mean, this is how you treat a dead body. Just over the top. And that slicked down hair. She's like, this is my professional. I'm sort of, see, I go millennial, but I'm sleek and sexy, but also classy. But I also yell and drop F-bombs.
Career happened both by hard work and luck. And I think that a lot of people need to keep that in mind because...
And when I talk about asymmetrical nostrils, this is what I'm talking about. Okay? It's not even. Our eyes are meant to seek patterns. And her nostrils do not have, like that is the same shape as that. That is the same shape as that. Okay, good.
People need to
and then it's like,
keep
watch.
that in mind.
There. Okay, that's a straight on shot of her face. And do you see the nostrils? Nowhere near symmetrical. So this bulbous bit there, that's the residual Armenianness of her. So the doctor shaved it off. He did his best. He went in there with a hatchet. And she's like, oh, thank God. Thank God I can pretend to be more white. Well, not white, more Latina. Latinx. But he's like, look, the nostrils, that's on you. I can't do much for that unless you want me to start grafting skin, but like you're Freddy Krueger or something.
Because there are certain opportunities that kind of come your way and you have
and we got
to grab that opportunity and see if it leads to anything bigger. So
I I love how she's gotten lucky on one job. So she goes into this like rinky-dink webcam operation, and they are first to market when it comes to YouTube. And Gank just keeps barfing up his talking points, and eventually they gain popularity just from will of just force of will of force. I don't know. I should Google that for me, please. Anyway, they become popular, but like not for a good reason, and it's actually a terrible thing. Like their audience, the size of their audience is actually a terrible sign for society. And she's talking to us like, yeah, so here's my advice. Just go to the Young Turks and just be pretty and young, and then just ask them for a job, and then just kiss ass. And that's my career advice, because now she's a career counselor. Like, how is that possible, Anna? This is unbelievable. I mean, I'd fall into the same boat sometimes. People say to me, Devin, what do you recommend I do for career? I'm like, well, I don't know. Here's the one thing I know how to do. So you could try that.
So when I was fresh out of college, I was actually working at CBS Radio, and I
like that. I was working at CBS Radio, like as if she was just sitting in on the board meetings. She was Anna mentioned that you were a just production assistant, just a nobody. Nobody knew your name. You were absolutely replaceable. But she plays it off now that, oh yes, I'm just this journalist. I'm a truthful journalist. And I was after college, I went straight over to CBS Radio. And by the way, the college you went to was Cal State Northridge, a shit show of a school. Okay, a school that if I had went to, I would have cut. If I did not get into Berkeley or UCLA, I would cut myself and be like, I'm going to Northridge. I'm living in the Valley. She's from the Valley. She's a Valley girl, okay? And when you're from the West Side, which is where I am from, which is where Tupac, where is Tupac from? Where is Tupac from? I feel like he was a Crip, but I'm not sure his neighborhood. Interesting. Well, at least Long Beach was Snoop Dogg. Anyway, I'm sure one of you Google ninjas out there will figure that out and then pretend you didn't just Google it. So screw you.
I didn't really love my job there. I was an assistant producer, and I felt like I wasn't doing enough.
It wasn't the me show yet, and I wasn't on my way to being 30 under 30, Forbes. So yeah, I just needed more of a platform. I wanted a bigger microphone and she's like, I totally get that. Yeah, I want it to be more about me. Look at those boobs trying. They're trying to be something and they're not. I'm sorry, I'm a visual person, okay? And she has an acting career, a failed one, and she's trying to do the Focus TV thing, and this is her vehicle to promote herself. And good luck to you on that, but I don't think Empowerista is going to be catching on anytime soon.
Contributing to the company didn't qualify as journalism or anything that really benefited society.
Oh, benefiting society. Oh, imagine that. Imagine having the gall to sit down in Malibu outside a pool talking to some struggling starlet and saying, yeah, I want to better society. What I do now betters society. I'm better than you. Much better. I'm fucking better than you.
So
Do you realize it's been 1 minute and I've talked about this for 20 minutes?
Heard about a job opportunity at the Young Turks, which was a startup at the time.
I like how they played a startup. A startup? Oh, Christ. Okay, yeah, here's a startup. Instead of Empowerista, we'll do Menaristas. I just started a company. I'm the CEO. This is a startup. Any 20-year-old chicks want to come over here and, just promise to spend every day of your life with me? And so I can stare at you and fantasize over you? Yeah, same thing. It's a startup.
And they just needed a temporary fill-in producer.
The music is so rinky-dink. It's just...
One of the main producers there, J.R. Jackson, was going to go off on vacation for 2 weeks. And so I was open to it. I thought, hey, I'll make some extra money. I'll work 2 jobs and, I can save up for a trip to Europe. Well, I show up to the Young Turks and I loved it. It was just everything that I wanted in media because it really revolved around truth-telling.
Now that is a punchline. That shouldn't be a punchline, but it is. And if you've ever seen any of my videos, you understand why. Truth-telling, that is the verb that they're going with. That's what she thinks she does. I'm a truth teller, but I do it with my asymmetrical nostrils to better the world. And really, anytime I'm in the world, I'm bettering the world because I'm fucking better than you. So just, it's a math equation, so don't get it twisted.
And so when the 2 weeks at that temporary position were up, I just kind of like stepped up and asked the CEO if he would be willing to hire me part-time.
I love how we're not talking about the name of the CEO. If it's not Genk, it's Ben, right? I mean, is there some other person involved here? But I guess it's the Her Show, so she doesn't want to name drop. I don't know.
And I told him I would do anything. I just wanted.
Well, why don't you go take a seat on the couch over there and let's put that to the test. So, if I could just pry that Armenian hook nose up, maybe you can give me a little fellatio. Let's start there.
Be part of this company. And he hired me part-time. That eventually turned into a full-time production.
You know what's annoying to me? This logo. Okay, so Focus TV, first of all, the kerning is awful, but this is bold and this is not bolded. So they're trying to differentiate between the TV and the Focus. And then they put a red glow around the red font. Now there is no glow. There's no white glow around the TV. Just that red glow just to try to spice it up. Kind of like how they put a drop shadow on this, but not on this. Makes no sense. There's no coherency here. The guy who did this sucked ass. And this is totally illegible. So well done, well thought through on that. Just a very thin, small font, and that'll be the address. That's the Focus, what is it? mag.us/TV. Well, that's catchy. So this is awful, and I hate it.
Production gig. And I was also doing some marketing.
And by the way, we will get to something I love later. I'm not all about the hate. And I'll tell you what I love. That. Boom. I mean, seriously, just the marvel of that. I could analyze this image for about 20 minutes. But yeah, this is too good for us. This is what we deserve right there.
Even though I had no experience in marketing whatsoever.
You have no experience in anything. That's not a joke. Look at her derping out. I have no experience in truth telling, but I just try it. It's really crazy. Here's the secret to truth telling. Just talk. Whatever you say, just declare it to be the truth. You see? And then if you want, fuck it. Go the extra mile. Just call yourself a journalist. Not just a regular journalist. No, a truthful journalist. And then praise yourself for having the courage to be a truthful journalist who tells truth. And another way of describing that is I'm just some amateur, no-name, Valley Latina Armenian who says whatever the fuck I want, whether it's right or wrong. And let the chips fall where they may. Well, the chips are falling. And I am an English, white, straight male American from Los Angeles, the west side, the side that makes fun of your side, the east side, the valley side. And I'm sitting here in Germany and I'm regulating on you and anybody else who wants to step to the mic. So please do it.
And little by little, I kind of worked my way up, and eventually they gave me one segment on the show. That one segment turned into an hour on the show.
Look at her. God, she's trying to pretend to be interested. She's just like, wow, Anna, you're so great. We love it. You're still a fidgety little troll. And I am a Scandinavian sex goddess compared to you. I tower over you, even sitting in this goddamn chair. Look at you. Even if we were paraplegic, I'd be taller than you. That's basically what she's saying. Okay? She's like, yeah, Anna, I could get your boyfriend in a split second, but I wouldn't want to because he's gross. So that's what that smile says to you. Watch. Tell me she's not zoning out right here. Look.
Show. That one segment turned into an hour on the show. And then
fake smile.
And all of a sudden I realized, okay, well, the types of topics I cover are not really my favorite. I'm not really into celebrity gossip. I wanted to.
What? You do stories about Kim Kardashian all the time. I mean, look, God. Watch, I'll take you to the Young Turks right now. Oh, that's Billy Bong. You should go support his channel. Billy Bong. I watch his stuff. Watch this. Hey, Billy. Screw you, Billy! Let me find the Young Turks for you. Gotta be one of the tabs. Come on, hunt those tabs down. Oh, there's you people. Did you say you people? Yes, I did. Progressive. Okay, Young Turks. Watch this. I'm not really into tabloid journalism. So that's not. So Kim Kardashian. First story. I mean, the first letter is Kim Kardashian. Well, technically the K would be the first letter, but I mean, how could she say that? And it gets worse. Okay, let's just for shits and giggles, Kardashian. let's look at the stories. Kim Kardashian attacked by celebrity stalker, invades Armenia. Oh God, this is all the Kim videos on their channel. All clickbait. Here's her ass, there's her tits, here's more of her ass, here's her lips, here's broke the internet, here's some other guy's ass. I mean, look at this truthful journalism here. It's the Kim Kardashian ass show, and she's trying to pretend like it's not that. It's crazy to me.
Do more social commentary or political news. So little by little, I would sneak in the political stories, and then voila, there's the second hour of the Young Turks, and I've been the host for almost a decade now.
That's disturbing. Oh, here, try to guess the tone she's about to say. Amazing. Okay, already this is just, she is hating life right now. She's like, wow, is it still time to talk about another girl? Oh, you're sort of stealing my thunder. This is not really why I joined Focus TV. I'm not feeling empoweristed right now. Thanks, Anna. Try straightening your nostrils for once. So she's going to say, that's amazing. I bet you she'll linger on the amazing. Let's see.
Amazing. There's so much.
That's amazing. There's so much. She's not even looking at her, too.
Now, that's amazing. There's so much that I love about
her eyes are off into the horizon.
What you just said. First of all, I love that you were bold enough to just ask
Yeah.
for a job, which is a lot of
She's married. She's got a ring on.
times really, really scary to do.
Definitely.
I love that you found the hidden opportunities and it just escalated from there. And also, I think when you're just starting out,
Yeah, she's pretty. I mean, she's a pretty girl, but she's obnoxious. This is welcome to being in LA. Okay, you want to grow up in LA? This is what you're going to get. You go to a club, you go to a bar, you're anywhere, you're out in the street. Okay, you will encounter this chick. She will not give you the time of day. She will not care. She's on her own mission in life. You cannot get through that exterior. So it seems good. Okay, good from far, far from good. Those are very wise words. Now, I don't know how she got into this house. Maybe she's got the sugar daddy. I guess she's married, so she's sort of locked down. She probably went with the college, sweetheart or whatever, and she can work on her career and work on curling her hair because isn't it special? Isn't it more fancy? Not a single guy on the planet thinks this looks better than if she just went straight, but girls are weird, and I don't get that. But, oh God. I mean, just understand that this is highly typical. I feel right at home listening to this chick, and it's not a good place to be. And these arms are growing. You see that? See the curvature there? That's worrying. I mean, it's still great. Don't get me wrong. We'd love this. We'd love it. But if she waves goodbye to you, keep your eye right there. Keep your eye right there. Okay?
experience is one of the most valuable things. It trumps money. It trumps prestige.
They are really going to play that music this whole time? Do they think that enhances this conversation? Like, we can't just have two empoweristas talking to each other and kissing each other's ass. No, we need to have this hokey, it sounds like something at a carnival, or you put your kid on the merry-go-round, and this is the song that's playing.
Get experience, and that's what you slowly but surely did.
Absolutely. I think that in the beginning of your career, and
career, I love how she says career. I mean, okay, look, she got lucky as hell. Okay, but she's acting like she is some trailblazer, and this is the way to do it. You just jump on board, and they act like this 3 million sub thing. The whole thing circles around the fact that channel has 3 million subs. You know how many channels have 3 million subs? And way more than that. I'm talking like prank channels, top 10 channels. I mean, just random. There's some gay black dude who has 3 million subs. I mean, it takes nothing. It takes nothing.
even, a decade in, it's important to say yes to everything. So if you get an opportunity, even if you have...
Wait a minute. I think that's promoting rape culture.
...have like a few, suspicious thoughts about it, I mean, be open-minded.
Give us advice, Anna. Are you really in that position now? Look at her, so freaking sanctimonious. Just holier than thou. Girls, listen. Okay, put the Barbies down, girls. I'm talking to you about career, okay? I am a success story. I'm in the process of writing an autobiography. Okay, what do I call it? It's called Fucking Better Than You. Anna Kasparian's life story.
Give it a try. Of course, in the beginning, you know, you're not going to get paid for everything you do, but having that experience under your belt and being able to list all the different experiences that you've had kind of opens more doors for you.
What? That is gobbledygook. What are you talking about? Listing the experience you have had opens up what? Yeah, it's called a resume. Yeah, put the shit down that you've done. And I mean, Anna, you know how to do one thing. One thing that you know how to do is to just desperately go into a job interview at the Young Turks and beg to be put onto a segment. And then you get inserted into the lineup because guess what? Nobody wants to hear Benny Mankiewicz and Big Fat Brown Buffalo Genk Uger talk. They want a little sex appeal on the show. And so that's why you were there. Are they going to mention that at any point during this? Do you think if this girl was at just a slightly less attractive, she would be on that show? I mean, if she was the equivalent of Genk Uger, looks-wise, she would be so gonzo. She would be so behind the scenes. You'd be like, go get us some coffee. You're a producer, if that, and you should be lucky that we gave you that.
And, you know, again, it's so important to ask. If there's something that you think you're qualified for, or even if you're not qualified for it, you know, go into the boss's office and...
Even if you're not qualified for it? No, if you're not qualified, sit down and shut up. Understand that you're not qualified. In fact, that's a redeeming quality for many people. The fact that you know that you're not qualified. It's like when it comes to singing. There's two different kinds of singers in the world, or there's three. People that can sing, people that can't sing, and then people who know they can't sing. Okay, please, if you can't sing, at least be the one that knows you can. Know your role and shut your mouth.
And just be like, hey, I'm inspired by what you guys are doing.
By the way, that is a line, I believe. I'm not a wrestling nerd, but that is a line from the guy who does the voice for this dude, whose name is Maui, I believe. Maui is an island. I'm teaching now. See, let me teach you people. Having a long career in geography, even if you're not qualified as a, geographer, is that a word? Just go for it and just, oh man, look at the texture on that ore. That is fantastic. The amount of work that went into recreating that wood texture with the imperfections and the various different colorations and the golly, I want a high-res version of this, and we're going to analyze the hell out of that. So strap on for that. That's exciting talk. If you're having trouble falling asleep, just wait for old Devin to explain to you wood texture on a poster for a movie. Back to it.
I want to be part of this, and I don't care where I need to start within the company. I just want to get in. And 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, that should be my policy towards her. I roll up to her at a club. Look, I don't know. I'm kind of amateur. I'm kind of unqualified to even consider trying to hook up with you, but I really want to get in you. So I don't know where I need to start with that. If I should hold your hand, break the touch barrier, compliment you. I don't know. Just tell me. Just guide me. I want to get up in the Empowerista.
Times they're going to give you an opportunity because that shows initiative.
What? Initiative is what it takes? No. It takes talent. It takes skill. You have to have the goods. But also, here's one of the main pieces of advice I have for everybody out there, everybody in the chat, and I'm aware that 93% of you are men. The secret to being successful in life is it's twofold. Be young and be a woman and be pretty. So let me just wrap it up. It's actually onefold. We'll call it be a young, pretty woman. Now, if you can do that, doors will open for you. People will be what'd you say, receptive? Yeah, but it's because of initiative, right? It had nothing to do with how you looked.
And it was that truth-telling that first drew you to the Young Turks, and that's the reason really why you're staying, because I read that you've gotten other job offers.
Yeah.
You could be making even more money.
Yes.
But there's something about the Young...
And she looked away when she said that. Do you see that? If you were an FBI profiler, you'd say there was some dishonesty there. Do you see the way she looked away? Looked down into the... Yeah, look at that. A little shame there. Yeah, not really true, but I'll go with it. Watch.
Yeah. You could be making even more money.
Yes.
But there's something about the Young Turks and their style of journalism and truth-telling that really...
I mean, hold on, pause. You will never get away with saying that the Young Turks is journalism without necessitating a pause. It is not journalism. Any scrubby, virgin-esque teenager out there, please understand that journalism is something entirely different from what the Young Turks are doing. The Young Turks are random wannabe Latina chick, totally unqualified, but full of ambition and full of narcissism, sitting in front of a camera and saying whatever the fuck she wants. That is not journalism. Go look up the word. Okay? Look up the history of that profession. Look up journalistic integrity. Look up objectivity. Okay, these are things that never crosses the mind. But what's on the mind? I'll tell you what's on the mind. How do I look? Forbes, 30 under 30. Bettering the world. I'm better than everyone.
Draws you. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so at the Young Turks, I have a lot of editorial freedom. And
That's one way of describing it. Yeah, editorial. That's kind of like right now, I'm doing a stream. So I'm sitting here in my study with a laptop. I have 1,000 tabs open. I can say whatever I want, go wherever I want, do whatever I want. Yeah, that's editorial freedom. Editorial, that sounds fancy, doesn't it? Wow, it just means, by the way, what she implies by that, what? Let me let her talk, hold on.
And that's important to me because I'm the kind of person who needs to speak my mind. I can't.
Oh, yeah, Anna, and more important, we want to hear your mind. See, Anna's like, look, I know other people probably have minds and they kind of want to speak them too, but your minds are kind of inferior to mine and nobody really gives a fuck. My mind is what led to 3 million subscribers. Okay, so my mind is in high demand. You have to understand that. You're not quite getting how awesome I am. Not quite yet. So here's the thing. When I wake up in the morning, I have a story to tell. I have my talking points. There's 5 of them. Okay, it's fuck white people are racist, fuck America, mention Iraq, fuck the cops, fuck conservatives, and money out of politics. There's a couple other little stragglers. But yeah, I hand select the stories that I want to tell you. That's not news. Okay, that's more like what the guy from The Wizard of Oz did. You know, he did whatever he wanted because he was behind all the controls. There's no oversight whatsoever. No oversight. It's just the world according to Anna Kasparian. Okay?
Can't be censored in any way. And so, you know, the second hour of the Young Turks is the main part of the show that I host, but I don't just host it, I also produce it. And so I get to choose which stories are going to make it in the rundown. Of course.
So much meat on that bone. Yeah, you get to choose them, huh, Anna? Is that why we don't hear about cops shooting white people? Is that why we don't hear about blacks committing obscene levels of crimes? I guess that's the reason. You just answered it right there. Those stories don't interest you. Is that why Muslim terror attacks just slip through the cracks time after time? Time after time. Now, if you knew me, you knew I would break out into Cyndi Lauper right there. No chance that's not happening. If you're lost and you know, and you will find me. Cyndi. I don't even need to type it. She's still going strong. She's winning Tony Awards now. And I'm about to fuck my monetization right here. Oh, here's a live version.
Ocean is nothing new. Time after some time.
No, too slow. Let's go old school. Yeah, you need that synth vibe. You hear that? Wow, look at Cyndi. She was a cutie patootie. So this girl came out with Madonna, and they were on the rise together, and she was really popular and, you know, weird and quirky, but she's still weird and quirky. She wasn't just copying what other people were doing. She was actually innovating that stuff. Gotta work on that.
You will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, there it was. Beautiful. Look at that. The black hole enter the abyss. This is a little insight as to where my mind wanders. My eyes wander, to be more specific. Twitter. Okay. Good stuff. Now, this is going to go on, and I can go on. And I'm wondering if we should bring on Leica for a little chat. So if you're out there, give me a call, and I will patch you in. You like that? That's hacker talk. And in the meantime, look at the chat. There we go. Chat is in effect. Didn't do nothing is here. Look at me. I'm just pumping out streams left and right, man. Is that crazy? It's all about channel 3. I got one of my strikes removed today from the main channel, which is always good. It was a copyright strike from a guy. God, it was the weirdest thing. It was for a still image. It was for a still image of Conor McGregor. I was like, oh my God, this guy is holding a grudge against me. It was like, I'm doing a Conor McGregor fan video, and he's just like, no, not having it. Okay, who is Moana? I have not seen this yet. Okay, so I love Disney, man. I mean, I'm a Disney fanboy, if you want to call it that, and I'm not ashamed about it. I've loved them since The Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid, I was forced to watch it. My girlfriend in high school, and I don't know what my expectations were because Disney had pumped out some crap. So basically, there's a gulf between when you're a kid and you're watching all the Disney films because they're sort of iconic movies and they're part of just childhood. But then they pumped out some crap during my adolescence, and then I was like, yeah, they're kind of desperate and trying too hard. Well, I'm not going to go into a whole thing, but this clip here, what we're watching, is a secondary clip. It's not the teaser, it's not the trailer. So a lot of this stuff is the B team. It's not their A talent. So everything is not going to be as polished. Having said that, they're still using the graphics and the iconography of the film. So let's see, searching for the lead character, the filmmakers behind Disney's Moana auditioned hundreds of talented young women throughout the Pacific Islands before finding the perfect match. And I guarantee you she's going to be smoking hot. You see how it's animating up? It's getting bigger. Nice soft violins. Meet the voice of Moana, 14-year-old. Uh-oh, problematic. Paging Chris Hansen. But she is in international waters. Maybe not all the time, but if she's on a canoe, then she's fair game. 14-year-old native Hawaiian. Oh, pronounce that. You try that. I was about to. You try it. Oh, Auli. Aluli. Cravalo. Nice. Aulii. Maybe it's double I.
I am Moana.
Oh, Christ. We are in a moral crisis now. I am nervous that Chris Hansen's going to pop out. Look at that. I mean, so basically, if you are an English guy, you're on a ship, you're out trying to get, gold or raid Spanish fleets, or, you're colonizing whatever, and you dock in Hawaii, and this girl rows out to see you, and she's 14. Is that stopping anybody? Is anybody stopped by that? Look how beautiful this is. My God, what a bay. Looks like a man-made little inlet there. And Hawaii is beautiful. I don't know which island this is. My personal favorite is Maui. I've not been to all of them. My family owns a timeshare on Kauai, which I have never been invited to, but that's a bitterness. That's a story for another day. And they filmed Jurassic Park on Kauai, I believe, but Maui was just everything it was cracked up to be. But my Lord, what a beautiful lineage. And look at the sun-kissed face. The healthy, positive vibe. Love it.
Moana.
When I first heard that there was going to be an audition to potentially play the role of Moana, I thought, no way, that can be me.
Ali'i was the very last.
Alu'i. Say it again.
The very last.
That can be me.
Ali'i was the very last girl that I saw on my last day of casting.
Weeks went by and we got this email.
Hold on. Now we get to see what she turns into. So, this is a magic spell where you get to look into the future. And so you might want to have fun, because you've been working hard. You've been raiding villages and pillaging and defeating pirates and stuff. So you have fun. But then you get back in the boat and you go home to Portsmouth. And you go back to your crusty old wife out in Devonshire and you call it a day. And you never tell the tale of what happened.
And it's for Moana.
Puanani. Oh, she wants the Punani. She was named after the Punani. I like that.
We're gonna go in for the official audition.
And I had a whole bunch of fun. Then I got a call back. I was told that I would have to do more
Look at these guys. This is the pedophile crew.
ad lib. This is beautiful.
That's good, but I don't know. Is it?
Oh, Ron Clements. He was the one that did. Oh, these guys are big time. I believe he did Little Mermaid or some of those. He's done some stuff. He's been around the block.
Is there a way you could be happier still?
They tricked me.
They were like, well, actually, maybe you could play it more like we're telling you that we're offering you the role.
Imagine we gave you the part to Moana.
And react as you would if you heard that news.
And they made her do a couple more things. And then she actually received the news that she was Moana.
We're here collectively, Jamie here, and no, it's not, and Ron, to ask you. We're not pretending. Not pretending now. We want you to be the voice of Moana in our movie. We really do. We really do.
Thank you so much.
You are going to be Moana.
Thank you.
And then
look at Disney, those bastards. Look at them. They've blurred out the storyboard. Why? The secrets. That's the secret method. This is what happens in the animation world. It's all about these big ass storyboards. And so that whole thing, you can just pin stuff up on it. And they'll do that for every scene. So from the early stages, because it costs so much money to make animation. Look at this table. Ooh, look at the wood texture. They recreated that texture. No, I'm not going to nerd out on the texture of actual wood. But yeah, it's a really good method because you can see it all and you can see it sort of next to each other. So you can see the flow, the arc, the pacing. Those things are really important because you have to get it really tight because in animation, everything costs so much money. So if you're going to animate even 2 seconds, 5 seconds, especially at this level, it better be worth doing. And if it's not, then just don't bother. So they get it all perfect and it's a guaranteed hit on the board before they even send it to their super talented genius crew of artists.
And then I get a call at work.
Yeah, I got cast as Moana.
And then it was just,
That was pretty sneaky. That was sneaky.
It was.
we look at it as just such a blessing.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. The word blessing is a dog whistle for religious lunatics. It's a blessing. I mean, even though these are nice people, they're warm, they're friendly, they're beautiful, they're happy. By the way, not everybody in Hawaii is, so don't let this be misguiding you on that. A lot of those people, first of all, there's a huge drug problem in Hawaii. So there's a lot of lowlifes. If you want to see some lowlife Hawaiians, go check out some of the dudes BJ Penn hangs around or Holloway, Max Holloway. There's some really rough cities out there. Hilo, Hawaii, and like some of the surrounding areas. Wow. Go look at Dog the Bounty Hunter and check out the villages and the neighborhoods he goes into. Some ghetto-ass shit going on in Hawaii. Not to mention the whole, chip on the shoulder, prideful thing of like, fuck, we're Hawaiian and we're supposed to be proud warriors, but we're totally subjugated, or that's how they view it, oppressed by America and the white people and the Japanese, tons of Japanese in Hawaii. And just the fact that they don't feel like they have their identity, and some of them want to be independent, which is retarded, and they resent tourism. So there is that element there. It's actually probably more in the Caribbean and places like Jamaica. Because, I mean, Hawaii's got to be loving its position. My God. You know how many other island nations would love to be just the 51st state? They would love it. Can you imagine? Dominican Republic. It's like, guess what? Congratulations. You're America now.
And just what we call ono the moment and just savor it. Yeah, it's real.
Is she pregnant? I'm not trying to be rude here. Okay, if she's 14, that would make her what? Okay, at least 20. So we're looking at mid-30s, 36, 37? She could have a baby. I mean, you tell me, people. What am I looking at here?
Yeah, it's real. It's real. It really happened. Yes, OEE, you're Moana.
She says savor the moment. I think she's been savoring the luau a little bit too much. Beautiful. Love that. Love the mask effect and this water, which is the appeal. And that color has been very intentionally done. You have a gradation from green to blue. Genius commentary, Devin. Thanks. No, but it's these tropical flavor, and they didn't want to just go with one, so I find it interesting that both colors they wanted represented in the logo. And there's something about seeing water like that which is so foreign to most of us. Most of us live next to a dirty ass river. Ever gone swimming in the Thames River? No, nobody has, because it's disgusting. Where it's brown and it's not really welcoming, or it's freezing cold. And in Hawaii, it's different. It is a magical place just from this standpoint alone. This symbol here adds a little flavor. The font is a custom font that they've made, and it's not trying to do too much, but it has a flavor to it. So I'm digging it. Thanksgiving, it's coming, y'all. Like that. See, I find it interesting that they centered the Disney over the O, so it's not centered. So like it should be, an inch and a half over here, but they wanted to tie your eye into this symbol. You notice that? Oh yeah, beautiful. And on that note, let's talk about terrorism. Let's see. Call me. Get Leica to call me. And we have a teaser, which they're not showing here. I guess they're done with the teaser. We got an Olympic spot, and we got a trailer number 2. But I am way into this movie, and now that I know this girl and I'm invested in her pregnant mother, although that is troubling. You see that? Well, I do. I see it, and now you're about to see it, and I'm going to teach you a lesson in Photoshop. All right? So what we have here is an adolescent who's going through some acne, and while her face has been treated as best as it can be with hair and makeup people, we're having some breakouts on her chest hole region, which is alarming. So what you're going to do is hit the S key, that's a shortcut, and we're going to create another layer, duplicate it, and we're going to just come in and try to sample an area of skin that isn't marked with this disgusting thing, and we're going to take the opacity down to maybe 75%, and we're just going to paint over it. Okay, you got to get a feel for it, and you got to just sample. See, this is a little minefield here, so I got to go tighter, and we're just gonna erase. So it's just, we have to make her a temptress. We got to make it so it seems like she's got a lot going for her. And now that we've done a little bit of like that, I'm going to take a little bit more of the opacity off. I'm going to widen it out. We got like okay.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Not much.
How's it going? I'm just I'm healing some of the acne scarring on a young girl from Hawaii.
Okay.
It's what you do. And now, can you see the screen?
No. Where do you want me to go?
How can I see what you see? How can you see what I see? You're the master.
You can either screen share on Skype, or I can go to your channel.
Oh, screen share.
But I'll be a few seconds behind.
That's true. How do I screen share?
On Skype, you press the plus button at the bottom of the call.
Plus button?
It's next to the hang up button.
Yep, I see it. Share screens?
Mm-hmm.
Love it. And start. Let me know if that works.
Yeah, that's worked.
Okay, so here's the difference, guys. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing the magic?
Why did she have acne in the first place? She model with acne.
Well, she's a voice actress, so she's got a chest for radio. But, she's a cutie. I mean, I'm sure she's going to be A-okay in life. No worries. So, how are you doing?
They're good.
Yeah?
Can I share webcams with you a second?
Yeah. How do you want to do that? Oh, there it is. So
what I'm wearing?
We can just have. Let me see. Aha! Just came for the occasion. You remind me of God. You remind me of Flashdance. Let me. Hold on. Flashdance lobster scene. Let's see if we. Yeah, she wore something similar to when she ate lobster. There you go. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. This is my first R-rated movie ever.
I think you told me about this.
Yeah, see, but she goes with the curly hair. She's not afraid of it. You're afraid of it. That's a great scene.
It was cool back in the 80s, though, wasn't it? Everyone had, like, big, curly, puffy, frizzy hair.
Oh, yeah, let's watch this shit. No. That's too generic, and that's some terrible music.
Jesus, how many tabs have you got open?
It's normal. Every tab has a purpose. Footsie under the table. Okay, well, here we go. You know you're getting old when you're going back to a clip from your youth, and it's like dilapidated. It's all desaturated. It's just like looks like some video version of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
480p.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not square. I'm surprised it's not shot through a pinhole.
When I was a kid, all I wanted was to be able to afford to eat in restaurants like this.
Were you poor?
Poor. I was so poor I had hand-me-down lunches.
It's quite iconic.
It was rough in the
Yeah, it is. And she was so sexy, just the way she ate that lobster. I mean, she also plays footsies with them, but she's at one point just sucking on some lobster claw. It's just crazy.
I used to steal hubcaps with Johnny C.
What's the other one that you like? The one with J-Lo did a remake of it.
Yeah.
Or is this the same one?
Well, yeah, J-Lo did a tribute to it because she was inspired by her dancing, and probably because she was somewhat ethnic. By the way, this woman aged as gracefully as humanly possible. She still is way doable. Now, I got.
You got it.
What is your opinion on this hairstyle?
Chewy.
Yeah, I love when there's no part in sight. It's like part? What do you mean part the hair? Why?
Just fro.
Yeah, just helmet. I just au naturel. Just go with it.
How's the lobster?
It's like a sexual scene without being a sexual scene.
Oh, it sucks. So anytime you pause for 7 seconds before answering somebody's question, but maintain eye contact, I guess you're trying to be sexy, right?
While shoving something in your mouth repeatedly.
Mm-hmm. It sucks, she said.
Want some of mine?
Oh.
I'm not hungry, thanks.
Whatever turns you on.
You got kids shouting by
Turns
you
you
in the background?
Do you hear? Yeah, somebody outside.
Yeah.
Some kinder. I mean, what base is she at with this lobster already? She's rounding third base. I like his pinstripe pants. That's real gangster.
Have you seen Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
As you're reading?
I haven't seen it for a long time though.
Yeah, same. But at the end, they switched the endings out, and they're going to be like two completely different endings.
Oh yeah.
And the alternate ending was that he was just going to give her loads of money and then drive away from her.
That's awesome.
Which would have been. I thought that would have been a better movie.
I think that reminds me of there's a porn series called Bang Bus, and they'll bring a girl on and like have sex with her and film it, and then they'll just chuck her out and just chuck money at her.
It's nice of them.
Yeah, because it's a whole sort of screw you, you whore, we're finished with you, and just
I think I've seen the porn cab where they get, or like the porn van or something.
Right. That's like a British thing, right?
No, that was like I think it was Brazil.
Oh really? Well,
yeah.
The British cabs are far roomier, so there's more maneuverability for different positions.
You say that like you have experience.
Well, it's actually a ripoff. I mean, cabs in general are crazy. I got to start using Uber. Is Uber much cheaper though?
And the private hire taxis, yeah. When you get in the taxis that you flag down, they start with like a certain amount already on your bill. So you get in and it's like $5 already, and then they also charge more per mile.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's nasty, and some of them they up it for certain times of day, and it's just you're getting screwed. They're just trying to screw you at every cost. And then it's the attitude that I don't like of the cab driver, where they make it seem like unless you tip them, or you shouldn't even be bothered by the fact that this thing is just rotating up like it's some sort of casino, slot machine that's broken. And they're acting like, yeah, my child needs braces, and how dare you not make me rich off this one 10-minute car trip.
You don't really get that here. Like you can tip them if you want, but you're only expected to pay like £1 maximum.
Yeah, well,
so it's not really a big a deal.
Tipping in Europe is way different than in America, and that's actually very useful. If you're an American planning to go to Europe, do not feel the need to tip as much as you might in America.
But like the whole thing in America where you do tip people is like you artificially make them rely on the tip.
Yeah.
So if you did stop tipping them, then the bosses will have to pay them more, or otherwise they quit.
Yeah, there was that scandalous thing. I've ever seen, there's a show, it's the, Amy's Bake Shop. It was on this kitchen nightmare show, I think, with that British chef, Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
And this woman, God, it was in Arizona, and she was the biggest bitch ever. And what they would do is they wouldn't pay their waiters, and they would just say, no, they work off tips, which is illegal.
Yeah.
And like, but no, or it wasn't that. Maybe they gave them a really terrible salary, but then took the tips. It was something crazy like that. And it was this, it was this foreign dickhead who was running it. It was terrible. I'll show you that. Well, let's finish this.
Phone, please.
You probably just like doing it in bed, right?
What year was that?
That's got to be Flashdance. What year? Take your guess out there. I would say 83.
94.
No, 83. 94. Flashdance. Let's see.
Like before Ghostbusters.
83. Bingo.
Wow.
Yeah. So my first R-rated film, I was just and I saw it with my family.
It's probably a PG now.
So that scene you just saw, I watched with my stepmother, 3 sisters, and father. Okay.
You kept watching. You didn't look away already.
I'll give you the way it sounded. Okay.
You get really good at that.
Yeah, it's experience. Jennifer Beals. She is smoking. You want to see Jennifer Beals through the years?
Yeah, 52.
Okay. 52 years old.
Sigourney Weaver is not aged well.
This is her now. That's her in 83. This is her now.
She looks like she's 30.
She's in a TV show. She still has a career. It's kind of crazy. Let me see here. That's nice. She's got all that hair, man. You know what she reminds me of? She kind of reminds me of a brunette Gwen Stefani.
What?
Brunette Gwen Stefani. I called it.
No. No. I'm getting no. Natalie Portman, like a Natalie Portman's mother.
No, her face is too long. She's a thin chick. Yeah, the Jennifer Lopez thing was good too. Look at that hair. Does that remind you of you?
No.
That does.
Mine's more frizzy. Has this like a manageable.
Uh-huh.
But that might be like those permy things that they used to get in the 80s.
Wow, she's doing yoga instructional stuff. Is that her? I guess it has to be. There you go. Not bad. Now, what was I going to show you? Oh yeah, Amy's Bakery. Hold on.
Cyndi Lauper. I do like her though. She is good.
Amy's Baking Company. Oh, is it bad? She is the most toxic bitch ever. Full episode. Craziest moments. Okay.
Chef,
How are you?
how are you doing?
Nice to see you. First name is?
Sammy.
Sammy, good
I'm
to
the
see you.
owner.
You're the
Thank
owner.
you.
God,
Can I
right.
meet this lady?
Yes, no.
Please?
Yeah. Amy.
What do you think of Gordon Ramsay?
Dude, that guy looks like Anthony Hopkins.
This guy? Well, he's Middle Eastern. I think he's I don't know what he is, but
Yes. Gordon Ramsay want to meet you. He want to know who is the chef of who does all those beautiful.
and that is the wife. So that's the husband, the sugar daddy.
He's punching above his weight.
Well, not really once you hear her for a split second. So sort of horse-faced, obnoxious, psycho. But can't really cook.
By the way, I can't hear the sound on this. I can only see what you're
Oh, really? Why can't you hear?
Because it doesn't share sound.
Oh, that's kind of a problem. How are we going to fix that? How do you do it?
You could probably. How do I do it? We watch it on
Oh, right.
My Circle TV.
My Circle, that's right. Oh, shit. Well, that defeats the purpose of that, doesn't it?
You can repeat what she says.
Okay.
Come round, please. Come round, my darling.
So nice to meet you.
I'll give him a hug.
He was a playboy in Vegas.
You were a playboy in Vegas.
Oh my God. He was.
That is such a Middle Eastern Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, God. That's an insult to Anthony Hopkins. But, yeah, by the way, Anthony Hopkins is starring in the new Westworld.
I keep hearing about this.
Yeah, I just watched the first 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm loving it. Here it is right here, Westworld. I'll play you the opening for it. It's pretty cool. I'll probably get flagged. This video is getting flagged for like 20 reasons. But The intro is cool. Good soundtrack, really interesting. It's not high res here, but I guess the soundtrack's not going to help you, is it? Can you open the YouTube page? You can hear it there.
If you send me a link to it.
There's a delay, but it's on my third channel.
Got my loud mouse with me.
Okay. First, let's go back to Amy real quick.
Even Hugh Hefner didn't have as beautiful of women as we did. Well, we have 3 little boys, but they're trapped inside cat bodies. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cats.
Okay, so she just did a meow. That means you know. She said, we have 3 little boys, but they are cat bodies, so they're cats. So they're like my children. And she goes,
What?
yeah, she goes meow.
Why couldn't she just say, "Oh, my cats are like my kids"? Wrong.
Because she's psycho and she thinks she's funny, and so this is her little speech, and she's trying to be likable because she's on TV, and she thinks that her cat impersonation and equating her cats to her children is like a cute thing.
Meow, meow, meow.
There we go.
Come on. Meow, meow.
Wow,
Is
and
this
so
English run?
probably he probably has a production company in America.
The English are really good at making people look stupid.
Yeah.
During their interviews.
No doubt. He touches base with the waitresses, so he's like, look, I am on your side, and I am aware that the people that you work for are insane.
I believe that once Chef Ramsay tastes my food, as a chef, he'll be able to tell that this is what God wants me to do.
The dough is raw.
That's a terrible kitchen.
I feel it. It's raw. It's doughy.
Why are you touching the food?
He's just criticizing it. He's saying the dough is doughy.
Okay, we're saying like a customer's hand.
Oh, well.
Most confused ravioli dishes I've ever seen and tasted in my entire life. That is one shit burger.
The customer is
That is one shit burger.
not always right.
If you came to eat to enjoy, then you should know what you like to eat, sir.
Apparently you don't know what you like to eat.
I guess not.
Amy's nuts.
I am going to really hurt somebody if they send back my cake.
If anyone tell me that my wife's food is no good, I just tell him to leave the restaurant. I don't want them in. Don't come.
You're banned. He bans people that say that his wife's food is shit.
Really?
Yeah. He gets really aggressive. He'll like start fighting people. Watch this.
But it's at a restaurant. It's going to be judged for that type of thing.
Oh no, Yelp destroyed it. Once this episode came out, they got so much hate, they closed down the shop. And people would take pilgrimages out to this place to just fuck with these people.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they received a lot of hate.
Like the Caesar, I don't know.
You can take this back too. You didn't like it?
If you're not paying much, I wouldn't mind bad food, but it depends on how much they're charging people.
Yeah, well, they probably are. And it's just the free market. I mean, they put out terrible food, they have terrible service, and they're assholes. So it comes back to haunt them. But Kitchen Nightmares had the wherewithal to profit off the fact that these are such terrible people.
Seriously?
Don't worry. I told them to fuck off.
Not only do they lash out and swear at customers,
I will go tell them to fuck off if my husband doesn't.
Fuck yourself. Go out, you motherfucker.
Fuck yourself. Get out. Don't speak like this. Get out. Look at this.
My husband doesn't.
Fuck yourself. Go out, you motherfucker.
Gordon Ramsay's angry himself, but he always seems to find angrier people than he is.
Yeah, because he's a pit bull, and you just throw him into a cage with some guy who's got an attitude, and it's just very entertaining to watch.
I watched some woman try to slap him, like they were arguing, and then she just like struck towards his face, and he caught her fist.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Was it on Hell's Kitchen or something?
Hmm?
Yeah.
one step further and retaliate against them.
I hope he eats it, and I just made it really spicy for him. I hope it hurts him.
Wow. Now, how long have you been here?
A month and a half.
Good tips?
I don't make tips.
Say that again.
Did you see? Okay, so he goes, how long you been here? A month and a half. Good tips? I don't get tips. I don't earn tips. And Gordon Ramsay blinks 3 times, just has nothing to say. It's like, what?
Say that again.
I make hourly.
Where do the tips go?
The owner.
Where do the tips go? The owner.
That's bullshit, because it's a service tip.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a dick move. I mean, even if it's technically not illegal, which, I mean, it's just so uncalled for.
But you need to keep your staff happy. That's like business 101.
Yeah, and once something like that gets exposed, I mean, to me, I can't believe anybody would sign up for that system. So unless they surprise you and be like, oh yeah, tips, oh yeah, we keep those.
Yeah.
Nice. For you?
Of course, yeah. Why not?
Do you think the girls deserve some tips tonight?
No, they get hourly.
Sir, the tip that you left the young lady server, the owner takes the tips.
No,
Don't fuck with me.
I will fuck with you. Who the fuck you think you are?
Oh my God, Sammy's going to hurt him.
You want to fuck with me? I will fuck with you.
Fuck with you.
Then I will fuck with you.
You want to fuck with me? I'll fuck with you.
Oh my God, what a joke. And unfortunately, the majority of the people in Arizona think that if you come to our restaurant, that we're gonna yell at you, scream at you, and throw you outside. And that is not who we are.
What do you think of that? The face.
It kind of reminds me of there's a thing called Housewives of the Valley or something. And it's like 20% fake.
Oh man, she's a crazy cat lady, but she's not fully into that mode yet. She still has to wait for her husband to die. Once he dies, she'll have the money, she'll have her little bakery. Man, she's awful. How does somebody get like this?
Is your first time?
Last time.
And last time, don't come back, madam.
Keep walking, mister.
Don't come back.
You just keep walking.
11 pizza, it's coming. You want to wait, you wait. You don't
This
want
is
to
a really
wait,
bad
you
business strategy.
From here. Do you understand?
Sammy?
Do you understand? If you touch, you come from here. If I told you, you go. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I fuck you. Not kidding you. I fuck you.
You are a little pansy. Get out here. Back here.
You think I'm kidding? Fuck you.
Keep walking.
Fuck you.
Give me a break.
Did you see the waitress walk past them with her eyes wide open? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, really? Let me see.
Keep walking.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's a moment from like The Office, the American Office, where Jim just stares at the camera. Watch.
Keep walking.
Fuck you.
Give me a break. This is, you guys, I make excellent food. You motherfuckers, you all think that you can come in here and say these things. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
I've worked in kitchens before, and if I kicked off like that in front of customers, I would have been fired immediately.
Because you motherfuckers think you could come in here just talking to your customers like that. I guess the customer's always not right, but they're always a motherfucker. Get the fuck out. I do like his rage, though. I should cut to that clip every time I ban somebody. Lucky I'm not looking at the chat. Maybe we should do a Q&A at some point. Or do you want to dive into... We'll do a little Q&A. Q&A sounds so pompous, doesn't it? We'll just read and interact with the chat for a second, and then we'll go
Just some rapport.
Yeah, just for fun.
You've lost the chat. No, you
Boom. Instant. That's how... There's a method to that madness.
VY Canis, I like that guy.
Who is he?
I don't know, but he's named himself after a star, so it's good.
Yes, look at the chat. Oh, Peach Bailey's here.
Hi, Peach.
There she goes. There. Fix your mic.
She's back again.
Okay.
What's wrong with the mic? Fix. Which mic is broken? Mic is fine. Skype fucked with mic.
Skype fucked with what mic?
I don't know.
Okay, somebody explain to me.
They're not very helpful. See, when we were doing the podcast?
It's like, I like that. Fix the mic. Okay, so what part of me... Oh, is it because when I go to Skype, everything gets muted?
I don't know. Hi, Jamie. Right. Sorry.
Praise the Lord, the mic will be fixed. Devin's mic. Wow.
Devin.
It's peaking. Hello, hello, hello.
Turn your mic volume up. So the top bar.
Yeah.
Drag that to the top.
But am I too loud or too soft? I have no idea what they're saying.
It was cracking during the YouTube video, but your mic comes directly from you, so it shouldn't crackle.
I've never had a problem. Did it start with the Skype?
No.
Well, that sucks. All for naught.
Tell them to be specific.
Yeah. Okay, it started when I added you. Crackling noise.
So unshare your screen with me, because it might be taking up bandwidth.
Testing 1 2 3. Check check check. Started with the Skype.
I'll pop out the chat.
All right, see if you can troubleshoot this.
Well.
Dude, look at Jack Dutfield telling me Trump 2016. What a dickhead! Fucking dickhead. He's like a walking acne ball from Britain, and he's talking about Trump. Get the fuck out of here. Go try to get laid once. Once, Jack. Once.
1 second, I'm just...
God, I mean... Alright, hold on. Let me just do a little house cleaning here. And now I'm going to go to the bathroom. And where was that little squirrely little fuck?
Squirrely fuck.
Let me try to find his ass.
Cracked when your voice peaked. Okay,
Where
so
is
that's
your gay lover?
your noise gate is...
Yeah, I have a note.
People keep saying different shit, like, fix your mic. Your mic is fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, you're doing good. The mic's fine. Fuck you, Devin. This is a fucking horrible mic.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Alright, hold on. Let me empower this dude. Billy, could you just ban anybody? If anybody says any Trump anything, ban them instantly. That is my decree. You banned Alien? Yeah, banned Alien. Hold on, let me just wait for the people who want my attention to get... He sounds like Napoleon Dynamite. It's so stupid. Not even his own statement. It's just the most pointless thing ever. Feminism fiction's here, which always makes it worthwhile. Trunk 2016. Very close, very close.
Probably the mic input doubled with Skype.
Yeah, something... Okay, we need to work on that. Photoshop the girl more. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Can you hold the fort?
I'll try.
All right, engage these people.
Okay.
Hey, Devin, have you ever been rejected from a job because of what comes up when you search your name? Yeah, that's a very real threat and problem. That's why you shouldn't be a YouTuber and you should not speak out about race. Just letting you know. With popularity, first of all, I didn't even want to do this. I backed into doing YouTube. Comes a lot of bullshit. Crackling is back.
Crackling is back.
All right.
Okay.
The Skype is... Is there any other way we can get you on, or...
Is it... I'm not even sure whose mic it is. I keep saying it's your mic, but your mic audio comes directly from your computer rather than over the Skype call.
I don't know what to do. See, I got these filters on, a noise suppression and a gain. But it had been working fine before.
Like I explained.
So find out for sure if it's... Find out for sure it's not yours, it's mine, right?
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright. So, while I eat some Oreos, can someone explain very specifically what's wrong with Devin's mic? Try recalling. Is it my mic that's fucked up or Devin's? I think you guys are about 20 seconds behind me. It's your mic, Devin. What's odd is that it was just fine. It's Def Dead mic. I could just listen to a stream. I can't do both. No, I don't want to go out on a date with you. You could be a serial killer or anything, and it gets really bad when you start meeting people off the internet for the first time. Happens when Devin talks. Started when you joined. Okay. It's making crackling. And it's specifically... Is it specifically only Devin? And no other noise? So the noise from the video, is that fine? And the noise from my mic? Like his mic is fine. Devin's mic crackles whenever he raises his voice. Okay. Well, I think I can figure that out. Can I smush my tits together? Well, for a certain price, maybe. I'm gonna start doing camgirlism. This is a shit stream. I know. It's entirely my fault. Like, are you into small dicks? Are you asking because you have a small dick? Only Devin. Yes, specifically Devin, not you or the video. Only Devin. Okay, well, when he gets back, I think I know how to fix it. Milwaukee. Daddy Tom.
Oh.
Can you share screens with me, please?
What's happening?
Can you share screens with me?
Yeah. Can't read. Hold on. Okay, sharing screens.
Okay. Can you go to your OBS, please?
Yep.
Can you right-click on the mic settings?
Did you sit to pee? Yes, I did. Right-click, yep.
Hang on. Can you just normal click it? I'm not trying to remember how this filters. Gain. Wait. Did you not put a mic? Did you not put in your noise gate at all?
No.
Okay, so pull this close threshold down to the bottom.
Okay.
Not fully down to the bottom. Up a bit. Nope. About 2/3 of the way. How's that? No, that. From the end?
They have numbers, you know.
So, yeah, go left, 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 left. Keep going left. I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There. Okay.
2/3 of the way to the left. Oh, it'll be 1/3. Okay.
And put your open threshold to the right. Okay. Let's see what they say after this.
All
Keep
right.
this open though.
Okay. Devin, do your videos have an effect on loosing clients? Well, what is that, like loosing an arrow? I'm not sure. I think your mother is loose. No, yeah, it's terrible. You should never put yourself, associate yourself with any controversial view, however unbased it is. It's just, it's a matter of keywords, and yeah, it's fucking devastating. It's bullshit. So that's why all you pussies who are anonymous, I understand it, but I understand you're also a pussy, so.
Still crackling.
Still crackle-lackle-lackles.
Okay. Put your OBS up again. So what's this noise suppression that you've got up there? What's that?
I don't know.
Do you want to right click and delete that?
Well, it's what I had before. It was helping something, but remove it.
Okay.
I mean,
and this gain, what's that?
But the thing is, these are the settings that has worked without crackalicious every time, except for the Skype. So the Skype is the gain is just this. I don't know.
Hang on. Let me just see what the chat's saying. So apparently it's only your microphone though, because the Skype call doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, but it does. Skype changes everything else. Like it plays with the volume settings, and
it's fine now.
Who said that?
Yeah, the chat.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Fixed for now?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Michael is gone.
Well, we can try it. Trump, motherfucker. Amazing. Okay, so do you want to jump on in? Turn it down and volume up. Okay, whatever.
Do you want to put it? You want your volume up now?
Did you just spill something? No,
I tapped one glass against.
Okay, I don't know what these people are saying.
Do you want me to tell you how to do that?
How many people are in this chat right now?
I don't know.
Oh, 347. Jesus. Okay, I'm ready to roll. Are you? Question.
Yeah. You fine with the audio? It's fine. Don't touch it again.
Okay.
That's Peach. We'll take her word for
it.
And if anything goes wrong, we'll blame her.
Trust her. Okay, we are about to read through terrorism. It's been a long time, and we don't know what's been going on. This has not been pre-planned. I don't know who did anything. I have no bias. I'm open to, and by the way, I'd like for somebody to, if you're a nerd out there, if you have a calculator, you could help us out. I would like to figure out what percentage of these are Muslims, and I want to keep track of the dead. So here's what I want. If it's a Muslim, I want you to list the dead bodies. And then at the end, I want to know how many of the dead bodies, out of the total dead bodies, were from Muslims. Okay?
Are we including the, if it's a suicide bomber, does that count as one
Yes.
dead?
Yeah, because he's still a human being, and it still is a tragedy, even though it's actually better that they're gone. So I'm going to start. We will go back and forth, and it's been a while, but here we go. September, terrorism attacks. Start with a bombing on the 1st. No wasted time. 4 dead. It was Iraq. It was, and you can read this or not, just give your analysis, whatever. The Iraqi Civil War, is that something? Is that that's a thing now?
Yeah, it's still going on for a while.
Okay, bombing in the northwest. Baghdad left 2 people dead. Okay, that's Muslim. So if you're that geek at home that wants to help me out, that's 4 out of 4 so far. So keep track. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you want me to do a second one?
You're the second one.
Oh god, there's so many things I don't even know how to pronounce.
Haha.
What the hell is it? 2 plus 6?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Is that like a maybe?
It's like a math equation. I think it might be the 2 people were the people involved. Yeah, because if it's a suicide bomber. So they say, look, there were 2. Wait a minute.
At least 6 militants were also killed.
That doesn't make sense. Okay, so 6 militants. So they killed 6 of their own dudes? I'm not. That's weird. Either way, it's in Afghanistan. It's Taliban. So we chalk it up for 8 more.
Taliban's definitely Muslim.
Yeah. I mean, we can look into some of these, but I'm going with it. Executions. 9 dead. Iraq. It's got to be ISIS. Yeah. Probably there's a video of it.
They actually include like beheadings and stuff like that as the Islamic terrorist attacks. Because an execution would be like pre-planned.
Well, not only that, it's the fact that they're spreading it and they're publishing the footage of that. So that's meant to terrorize that aspect. I like how there's no details. Well, there's the footnote, but...
Chainsaw 9 used. What? Ew, they chainsaw beheaded someone.
Where? Where are you seeing that?
Hover over the 4.
Oh. No way.
Chainsaw 9 used in half? In
my
half?
God.
Oh my god.
They buried the lead. It should have been chainsaw execution. That's terrible. And their youth? Damn it. That's awful. All right, let me hit this one. Landmine.
0 dead.
0 dead. Okay, so it still made the list. It's in the Ukraine. And the People's Republic, what is that?
I don't know. That could be anything. In the Ukraine, they've got that thing going on with Russia. So.
It is... What is this?
It's a
People's Republic.
Party.
Usually it would say that... Okay, so it's a political thing. It's not really a religious thing.
It's to do with Russia versus the Ukraine.
Okay. They usually list ideologies, but they don't here. Okay, so that doesn't count.
It's going to be a political ideology.
Doesn't count. Doesn't add to our list because there's 0 dead. Now, hit me. What do we got?
Shooting, 2 people dead. The Sahara branch of the Islamic State killed a border guard and a civilian.
Okay, ISIS is...
Islamic State, yeah.
They're over in Burkina Faso. Where's that?
Don't know.
I like this flag.
Near Aleppo, maybe.
Tanzania, yeah. Arson attack. What does that mean, an arson attack?
There'd be like a firebomb. Or someone set on fire, maybe.
Okay. 1 person has been killed and 2 others have been seriously injured after men purposely set a church-owned university in Tanzania on fire.
So that's religious.
Yeah, but it could be Christian, that one, because...
If it's an attack on a Christian church, it's going to be Muslim.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But, it's the church that was set on fire.
Okay, we can't know, but what are the religions in Tanzania? Do we know?
Milwaukee.
That's right.
Done.
Somebody tell me the religion in Tanzania. I think it's Christian, though. I don't know. Okay, well, gets a pass. Unknown, so we'll leave it up. Bombing. Oh, yeah, your turn.
Bombing and a shooting. 12 dead, plus 2, which should probably be the middle. 52 injured. Pakistan. Suicide bomber blew himself up outside a courthouse in northern Pakistan, killing 11 people, injuring another. So it's 11 dead, 52 injured.
How'd they get to this? Okay.
I don't know. Almost simultaneously, north of Mardan, militants stormed a Christian village, killing 1 person.
Okay, Christians are getting murdered. Okay, Pakistan, yeah. I mean, we're still on the 2nd, guys. On the 2nd, we have a melee attack. We have 0 dead. It's not that significant, but it was a lone wolf. Wave of Terror in Europe is now a title for a series of events.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a terrorist incident. So that's, I mean, there's a 99% chance that's a Muslim, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
rocket attack?
Hmm.
Okay.
Shocking.
15 dead, 50 plus injured. Baghdad, Iraq. Series of attacks. 15 people dead, 50 people injured. Rockets hit residential areas. So targeting civilians.
Yeah.
Hmm.
4 separate bombings. Iraq. Okay, so Iraq's just still a nightmare. I mean, it's amazing that none of these stories make the mainstream news.
Well, they do or not, like our BBC.
Mm-hmm.
Like without fail, they'll have them up there, but they just don't get attention.
How's our audio, by the way? Still going strong?
It's strong for me. Don't know about the chat.
Okay. Check in on that.
The complaining.
Check in on that. I'm going to tell you about a bombing in the Philippines, Davao City. 15 dead, 70 injured. Wow, it's a famous thing. It's got its own name. At least 15 people were killed, 60 more injured after a bomb exploded at a night market. Abu Saif, and that is Muslims. Abu Saif is a just straight up, terrorist organization. There you go. That's the world we're living in.
They're in Malaysia.
Yeah.
I get a very exciting one of zero.
What the hell?
Zero.
How'd that make the list?
Maybe it's a failed.
But these guys are what? They're communists or?
Colombian conflict?
Yeah, I think they're. I wouldn't be surprised.
Marxism, ideology.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's far left wing.
Oko theory.
No, not like that.
Nobody does. Okay, well, we got a shooting. It's in Mozambique. That's weird. Okay, Renamo. What the hell is that? 2 dead. Gunmen of the rebel movement, Renamo, murdered a local government official and a Regulo, traditional chief. Oh, damn. What district was it?
Namantanda.
Yeah, thought so. Well, this is a long shot. This is definitely not going to be Muslim. So they're off the hook here. Right wing. What does that mean?
It means that they're like right wing.
Conservative liberalism? I mean, these words are kind of not that helpful.
I think that's like I don't know.
Okay. Here we go.
Not Nazis, like more like Stalin. Right.
Yeah.
Shooting, 0 dead. That's good. Only 4 injured. In India, which could still be Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
At least 4 Assam rifles injured after a group of heavily armed NS. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Well, Northeast India could be, if it's bumping up into Bangladesh, then it could be some Muslims. Let's check out who they are. Socialists. Oh, the National Socialists.
The rise of the socialists?
Are they Nazis? Christian extremism. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow, we're on the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but if you put Maoism with anything, people are going to die.
Yeah.
Put it with Buddhists and they still die.
Naga nationalism. Oh, God. Have your own country, Naga. Quit nagging me about that. Okay, well, Christians market, but no dead, so no big deal. 1 dead here in Thailand, and that's...
Cuck porn.
Do you say cuck porn?
Oh.
Yeah, a cuck porn shooting went terribly wrong when a bomb went off. A remote-controlled bomb placed under the last carriage of the Sungai Kolok Hat Yai train. Was that necessary?
So
Couldn't have just said a train? Exploded when the train was crossing the railway station at Kokpo, killing 1 railway employee and injuring 3 others. Okay, it's unknown, but what is the insurgency about? We know that? Ethnic and religious separatist insurgency.
It's in the Malays, so it's highly likely to be Muslim.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Malaysia. Supported by Malaysia.
If we cared slightly more about it, we would read through this, but not sure. Thai analysts believe that foreign Islamic terrorist groups were infiltrating the area and that foreign funds and arms were being brought in. Okay. They've pitted them against Thai-speaking Buddhist minority. Oh, jihadis. Okay, so yeah, it's full-on jihadi activity.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right, your turn.
Where are we? Execution, 17 dead from Mosul, Iraq. Iraq. Islamic State executed 17 of its members for fleeing a gun ban. Oh, what the fuck?
Wow, harsh.
Do we count that as deaths? Because it's like Islamic State deaths.
Yeah, it counts.
Surely that's a bonus.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's weird that Islamic State kills its own guys and it's an act of terror.
Yeah, it's like high treason to run away from a battle.
But it's began because they filmed it and released it. But that is weird that makes the list, but yeah. Make it, 17. Suicide bombings, shooting. We're still in the third.
Oh my God, how long is this going to be?
I know. We got a rapid fire. 6 people were killed, 7 injured after suicide bombing. Okay. Iraqi Civil War, more fuckery.
Yeah, you're not going to pronounce that.
Kermatu.
There you go.
A shoot down is not even a word. A shootout?
No, it's a shoot down. It's like
what's a shoot down? It's like a hoedown?
So you at sundown with pistols.
A shoot down?
Shoot down.
Don't innovate words in the freaking first column.
Well, they call one a melee attack. That's just stupid.
Okay.
2 dead. In Hama, Syria, Syrian army helicopter was shot down by terrorists, killing 2 people.
Well, I know it was shot down because it was a shoot down. Syrian war, awful. Melee attack. That's such a weird word.
Melee.
Yeah, okay. Well, nobody uses that word, so melee. Okay, 0 dead. So it's a failed attack, but it was a lone wolf. It was part of the wave of terror. That's very ambiguous. The detainee. Okay, a prisoner in a radicalization prevention unit. Wounded 2 off. That's got to be Muslim. I'd put my life on that.
What's an artisanal weapon?
That's very strange. Yeah, he crafted it. He made it out of paper mache. Fantastic. Your turn.
Bombing, 6 dead, 5+ injured. Yemen, part of the Yemeni civil war.
Mm-hmm.
6 people were killed. At least 5 people were injured after a roadside bombing.
Terrible.
Sure.
Tragic. Well, there's another bombing, same day, but it was in. Hold on. Niger. Camel riding assailants? Camel riding assailants. You know you're ghetto when you killed 5 people. That's good skill, though, to kill 5 off a camel.
The vision in my head right now is amazing.
Just with a scimitar. Just
slow motion, wide lens.
5 people and wounded several more before being repelled. This is a wordsmith by local militias. Houses were also burned. Of course. Don't even just say that. Houses are always going to be burned when I'm a camel riding assailant. Boko Haram, just getting ghetto with it. Oh, love that. Shelling. Go ahead.
Shelling. So like shells.
Yeah, just seashells by the seashore.
I can't remember what they're called. They like put them in the floor and they fire out a grenade or something. 4 people dead. Jazan, Najran, Saudi Arabia. A woman was killed, 2 people were injured after shelling across the border from Yemen. 3 children were also killed. So out of the 4
very
dead,
sad.
3 of them were kids.
Very sad. And that is Muslim.
Hottie.
She's a hottie. Bombing, 15 dead. And then this weird squiggly line.
Negative to the minus power 28 times.
Negative 28.
44.
Yeah, 28 people were actually enhanced by this bombing, oddly enough. It was a negative wounding. At least 15 people were killed and 28 were enhanced after a suspected jihadist bombing in a series of attacks. That doesn't sound right, but okay, the Houthi.
Again, Yemeni. So on the same day, they did 2 attacks.
Okay, yeah, they're going off.
Bastards. Well,
big one.
Bombing 48 to 70 plus.
Not
plus
even.
1.
We don't even know how many.
It's under 100. So
yeah, we can't even be bothered to count the dead bodies.
That's right. It's in Damascus. Car bomb. It's definitely in Syria. Right. 5 people, killing more than 5 people, followed by a suicide bomber exploding in the crowd. Okay.
Damn, that's a big ass bomb.
It's quite an organized attack as well. Motorcycle bomb.
Awful.
At checkpoints. So
okay, so just
quite planned out as well.
Coordinated attack. Yeah, just register that. I mean, that's Syria. God Lord. So avoid. Afghanistan, another place to avoid. Suicide bombings on the 5th of September. Do you remember any of this from the first 5 days of September? I don't remember a single thing of this being reported. But it's just white noise at this point, or brown noise. 58.
They are ramping up though, aren't they?
It seems like it. September attacks, 58 dead, double suicide attack in rush hour. Ministry of Defense, 91 injured. I like how this report always contradicts that report. Taliban, up to their usual shenanigans.
Damn it. Suicide bombing. 10 plus 1, which I'm going to guess is the suicide bomber. 39 injured in Baghdad, Iraq. 10 people, 39.
Awful.
That's basically all they're telling me again.
Same day.
Islamic State.
Yeah, we got a bombing, 39 injured, 12 dead, Iraq. Islamic State, man. Shit.
Dickhead. Shooting, just 1 dead, 1 civilian.
No, it's nothing.
Taliban.
That's a happy story.
Ah.
This should be on Upworthy. Okay.
Fun news stories of the day.
Yeah, Taliban. Just sandwich this in with a bunch of cat videos. It's good to go. Okay, well, we got a bombing, 3 dead, 8 injured. It's in Thailand. It's in Narathiwat, the region, and it's the insurgency. Oh, he killed a 5-year-old girl and her father. Muslims.
At least they put that. They should at least put that motive as like one of the the lines in the table.
Yeah, I like how it's unknown who did it, but specifically who did it. But then they know it's Muslims.
Yeah.
So why isn't that? You just put Muslims right
Because
there.
they want them like connected to a group.
Yeah, it's not all. Okay, go ahead.
Bombing, 4 dead, 3 injured in Mogadishu, Somalia. Mogadishu.
And a lot of women and kids getting offed.
Dismembered? Is that like the head flies
Oh,
off?
disassembled. What?
Oh, sorry. My head was in a morbid place at the minute.
What does that mean? Disassembled by an Al-Shabaab bomb. That's really a graphic way of that they mean dismembered or they mean exploded. Really.
Yeah, that's why I thought of dismembered.
Yeah, disassembled. Well, like, what are they? They're like Mr. Potato Head. A Mr. Potato Head doll was disassembled during a bomb blast.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Terrible. Al-Shabaab on the board.
It's on the presidential place.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's supposed to be the presidential palace.
I love how women and children are just fair game for these people.
It's disgusting.
Oh, another shoot down. Second shoot down of the month. 4 dead. Oh, it's in Mexico. There's no way it's Muslim. The Knights Templar.
Knights Templar cartel.
Who knew what that
Why
existed?
are they classed as a terrorist group?
Definitely.
They're just like criminals doing criminal shit.
If this is Muslim, I'm going to just throw my laptop out the window.
The Muslim cartel.
The Muslims are in Mexico now.
Oh, the cartel do behead a lot of people.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's a weird because a lot of that Mexican violence doesn't get marked as terrorism, but it's just drug cartel violence.
It is a crime. Like,
look at that. Oh, which reminds me, I can't wait for Narcos to come back as the next season. Militants shot down a police helicopter during an operation. Captured drug cartel leaders. They're like, get that chopper out of here.
This is another shoot down.
That's a major shoot down. Mexican drug war. But how is that terrorism really? Oh, yeah, anyway, whatever. We're not going to split hairs over dead Mexicans, all right? Execution.
2 dead. Bardale, Somalia. 2 elders kidnapped, taken away and executed by Al-Shabaab.
Damn it.
Is that like pensioners?
Yeah, elders. I mean, it's just a weird phrase. Who are you? I'm an elder. Elder, isn't that what they call the Mormons? Maybe it's 2 Mormons just wandering around Somalia trying to convert people. They got destroyed.
Yeah, you said Mormons, and I was thinking of the Moomins.
The Moomins? Who are they?
Yeah. Have you not seen the Moomins?
No. If you ever say something that troubles me, I'll just hover over.
Okay, it's like a kid's show from the 80s.
Bombing. Oh, is it your turn?
I don't know. No, I just did the last one.
Yeah, bombing. 4 dead, 8 injured. It's the Salah ad-Din city in Iraq. Explosive device, otherwise known as a bomb, but they want to phrase it like that. Emplaced. That's definitely not a word. Hold on. Emplaced. I've never.
It's gonna be. I was watching the Trump versus Hillary debate, and he said braggadocious. I thought, you've just made that word up, and then I googled it, and it was an actual word.
A statue.
Oh, it's more stupid.
Statue was emplaced in the square. If somebody said that, I'd slap them. Get out of here with your emplaced. Okay, yeah, just Islamic State, just going buck wild. Bomb targeted families fleeing from areas controlled by ISIS in Shirkat and surrounding villages.
An ambush in Kashmir, in India.
Failure.
3 soldiers wounded, ambushed by Islamic militants.
Well, yeah.
No group connection.
But we know the group involved. Bombing, We got Snake Eyes here. Nothing. Failure in Libya, but it was a Muslim who tried and failed.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Landmine.
Good old-fashioned landmine on the 7th.
It's World War II. 4 fighters, blah, blah. Just not much
Islamic State.
information in there.
Islamic State's everywhere, man. They're in multiple countries. Like they're
Iraq, Libya, Syria.
all over. Bombing 1 dead. It's Iraq. It's just Iraq, man. Just write it off and be like, whoa, sorry about that, war we put on you. Good luck with sorting that out.
And bombing 0 dead, 6 injured in Pakistan, Peshawar. Motive has not been determined, but we can have a guess at that one.
Yeah, probably something to do with the fact that the guy follows a infamous warlord, but just speculation at this point. Bombing 1 dead, 8 injured, Iraq civil war. That's clearly things are not going well there.
Bombing 2 dead, 5 injured, Baghdad. Bomb exploded near shops in the neighborhood.
Funny that's in the Euphrates neighborhood. So Euphrates River Valley, that's like the dawn of civilization out there. And it's one of the most fucked up places. So it's very telling that human beings, we've come a long way, but back in the Euphrates Valley, it's still, we're at each other's throats bombing and disassembling people. Bombing 3 dead, 1 injured, Syria, it's ISIS. And, okay. So it's Turkish tanks and Turkish soldiers. Ouchie.
Have a Milwaukee melee attack.
Nice.
0 dead. 1+1 injured.
What's the answer to that?
Machete attack. Something that's...
Salafist. So that's still Muslim.
Salafi.
Right, so he's yelling Allahu Akbar. Well done.
Salafist.
Well done, guys. Shooting in Mali, and that is Aqim. What is that?
Is Serbia classed as Europe?
That's all. What is classed as Europe?
Serbia?
Yeah.
The last one that we just read.
They're in Eurovision. So that's how I base it off. 3 Malayan troops were killed.
Malian.
Malleable. I got a helicopter flying by me right now. Or I guess
a shoot down.
Yeah.
Do it, Devin.
Potential. Your go.
Assassination. It's interesting. 1 dead. Mozambique.
Is this
Mozambique getting killed?
Is that Christian group or is that just separatists?
That's the one from before. Yeah.
Yeah. What are they? They're just they're weird right wing.
It's a political leaning, but it's not a religious political.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to sway these 1 deaths here and there. It's not going to change the numbers too much. Landmine in the Ukraine, however, might play with the numbers. Okay, it's the Donetsk People's Republic. They want their own. They want their own country. What do they want?
Can't blame them.
They want to get away from Russia. Okay, so it's not the Chechens, I guess. Well done. You go.
Sorry, Johnny. Car bombings. 40 plus 2 done. 2 car bombs in Iraq.
Damn it.
At a crowded shopping center.
Isn't it amazing how casually we just list off, oh yeah.
At first it was really shocking, but now...
A couple days ago, 40 human beings are dead. And by the way, these lives are ruined. 90% of those people are just like missing limbs.
We're looking at numbers on the screen.
Yeah. Hi, ISIS. Anytime we can just kill those guys, let's go ahead and do that. Milwaukee attack into Australia. Lone wolf, 22-year-old man inspired by the Islamic State. Wow. Was he white? Oh, Sydney. Okay, wow. Way to ruin one of the best cities on the planet. Well done, Muslims.
1 dead. Tunceli province, I think. Turkey. PKK. I think they might have mistaken that and be an extra K in there minus a P. Marxists.
Yeah. Right. They're all sorts of stuff, aren't they? Feminists.
Free women's units.
Wow.
Interesting.
Radical feminism on display. Communism.
Communalism.
Oh, communalism.
It's worse than communism.
Kurdish nationalism.
Confederalism?
See, if they're Kurdish, they're also Muslim, wouldn't they be? Or no, I guess not.
Confederate, Libertarian, Democratic, Feminist, Communalist, Socialist.
A lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
They're not anti-label. They're way into labels.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I don't know how to play that one.
It did say it was run by an Abdullah, though, so.
Okay, we got Finland, one dead. It's Finnish resistance. What are they resisting? Oh, it's a neo-Nazi. A man was assaulted and killed by neo-Nazis after he criticized them, British person writing this word, while they were protesting. The incident sparked mass protests in Finland. Whoa, the neo-Nazis are on the board, and there was much rejoicing in the regressive world. Amazing.
0 dead plus 3. Okay. Mombasa, Kenya, Islamic State.
Yeah.
3 women dressed in burqas were killed. by
ISIS.
security forces.
They're all over the map, man. They're spreading. Somali herdsmen killed 4, kidnapped 2. Sounds like they're still kidnapped. A woman and 3 men were found dead. Sorry, I'm boring you. In Isaolo after being kidnapped by Somali herdsmen. Terrible.
Shooting, 2 dead, 4 injured. Niger. Niger. Targeted attack, refugee camp, border with Mali, home thousands of millions. Attack is not identified.
Okay, well, I will identify them and say that they're Muslim. Suicide bombing, 7 dead, unknown, Yemeni. God damn, I mean, look, how many bombings and just things blowing up on the 11th day of the month?
Okay. It's going to take us like an hour to get
through. Yeah, no, we'll rapid fire these.
1 dead, landmine, Afghanistan. A senior police officer commanded dead. I'd like to think that just before he was like killed, he was having a conversation about how he was having an early retirement on the weekend.
You're trying to see it through rose-colored glasses. Shooting 5 dead in Iraq, part of the Civil War. I mean, if it's a war, though, I don't know. That's just casualties of war? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's a war that's brought about through
terrorism
disagreements.
Right. I mean, it still is an act of violence, and it's usually civilians that are being killed. But this was at a police station. But okay, execution.
8 dead. Mosul, Iraq. Islamic State members executed 8 civilians by drowning them in a metal cage.
Good Lord. A bombing in a sheep market. Now that's dirty. Sheep markets usually should be neutral ground. But improvised explosive device probably used sheep shit to make the thing explode. Devastating.
Execution, 19 dead in Syria. Islamic State executed 19 civilians.
Damn.
For spying on the United States.
For
the United States.
That's totally dirty. That's messed up. Bombing in India. Unknown, but it's Kashmir, which means it's Muslim. And, yeah, threw a grenade at a police post. Fire in the hole. 1 dead.
Dickhead. Suicide bombing, 0 dead plus 1.
That's a fail. That's a real fail.
You did injure some people, though.
Yeah, I did.
I think you get points for that in Islamic heaven.
Okay. And that's Pakistan, so that's Muslim. We got bombing in Pakistan. He got 2 of them. Yep. Got it. Quetta, Pakistan.
Shooting, plus 1 dead. That's a fail. India.
Wait, he shot himself? What the fuck?
No, I don't think he shot himself.
That's just a suicide. That's just a depressed dude in India.
Had a large firefight with militants. No,
okay.
1 person in a large firefight.
No, but he killed himself.
Are you sure?
Oh, maybe not. But why did they put it in abbreviation or parentheses like that? It's very strange. I'm very confused by the rules here. I mean, look at this. A car bomb that kills nobody but injures 53? What is that? What was the bomb of? It was like a confetti bomb. Explosion occurred. Yeah?
No, I was thinking it could have been like a chemical.
Okay. Yeah. It's just provincial headquarters of the ruling Justice and Development Party. Wow. PKK. Up in arms. Go ahead.
Bombing, 1 dead, 3 injured. Afghanistan. Linked to the war in Afghanistan. In Kabul.
Sucks. Roadside bombing, Egypt.
Unknown.
Wow, Islamic States in Egypt. They're everywhere.
They're not even going to give you like a estimated number. It's just unknown.
Yeah.
They don't know if anyone died.
Just know that something terrible happened. Is the ice cream man outside?
Yeah, could you have it?
Yeah.
If I wasn't on this phone call, I'd still be getting ice cream right now.
Here we go.
Which one are we in? Roadside bombing, 2 dead. Afghanistan, 2 soldiers killed, 1 more.
Chalk it up. We go Iraqi Civil War, 2 more dead. And, yeah, it's just shit happens, people.
Patrol. Oh, patrol. For they were trying to say petrol. Execution, 1 dead. Woman killed by the Islamic State. Stoned to death.
Ooh, hurled.
Killed her son right in front of her. So why are there not two listed on the fucking execution thing?
They're trying to escape, and they got killed, and it was filmed. What an awful way to go out. A landmine in Somalia. Somalia is still messed up. Al-Shabaab. Bus transporting a bunch of dudes. Landmine. AIU. Held responsible. Go ahead.
Bombing, 3 dead in Bujumbura, Burundi.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be fluent in whatever language that is.
Burundi unrest.
Grenade attack.
What is the Burundi unrest?
It's an unrest in Burundi.
Uh-huh. What do we make of that?
It's kind of towards South Africa or above South Africa.
Is it Muslim?
I don't know. There's quite a few Muslims.
Yeah, I don't know if Muslims get down that far, but maybe. Suicide bombing, damn, 30 dead, Pakistan. They were just, so many people there. They're all just densely populated, so you just walk into some, where was this? Yeah, just a mosque. Just walk into a mosque and blow it up.
It's quite probably normal in Pakistan.
Muslim on Muslim, 30 dead. Never know their names. Go ahead.
Shooting, 2 dead in Mozambique. Gunman belonged to the rebel Renmano again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A lot of repetition on these. It's the same places that are popping off.
Yeah.
We have East Jerusalem. Oh, finally the Jews are on the board. Jordanian Palestinian wounded an Israeli policewoman with a knife. Okay, so a knife attack.
Palestinian lone wolf.
There you
go. Okay. Shooting, 7 dead in yeah, I'll just skip over that word. Somalia.
Mm-hmm.
Al-Shabaab has attacked a town near Kenya, killed at least 7 Somali soldiers.
Shabaab on the board. Vehicular attack, that's the first one. It's that sounds like a Jewish attack. Palestinian terrorist wounded.
The truck just killed people.
Oh, wait a minute.
Its own accord.
That means they killed him. The perpetrator was killed. See? So when it's in the parentheses, it usually is the guy that gets killed.
Okay. Okay, we figured that out now.
Yeah.
Melee attack. An Israeli soldier in the West Bank.
Wow, the Jews were on fire this whole period right here.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Melee attack. Again, here. Minnesota. Okay, so this was a stabbing patrons at a Crossroads Center shopping mall. It's in America, and that's the name of the guy. Okay.
I didn't even hear about this, did you?
I think I heard something, but it was just a knife attack, so nobody killed, so I wasn't that concerned about it.
Shootout. Is that just like normal shootout? It's
Wow.
not a special meaning like shoot down.
When did this happen? Oh, okay, yeah, the bombing in New York, right.
32.
Nobody dead, but it was a Muslim.
Didn't some people die?
No?
Or are they going to do 2 different... Because there was 3 different attacks. Are they going to separate them?
Well, the Washington one, there was, but yeah, maybe there's... Well, no, it's in New York and New Jersey here.
Yeah, but there was a 3rd one somewhere else.
Okay, we'll get to it. We have another Jew bit the bullet. No, actually just the perpetrator. A Palestinian man, obviously, a rock thrower, shot and killed by Israeli forces because they are the best military on the planet per capita.
They do good.
Yeah.
They do. Landmine, 4 dead, 1 injured in Afghanistan. Roadside bomb, Taliban suspect.
Al-Shabaab, unknown method. They killed 7 people, but trust
These
me.
people just die.
Yeah, they croaked. It was Al-Shabaab in the study with the candlestick.
Where am I reading? Shooting, melee attack. 26. Melee attack with 26. Oh,
Yeah.
it includes the gun.
In bold, 26. Yeah, Central African Republic. Salika. What if that's just one woman, just some diva singer?
Assassin.
It's the Oprah of the Central African Republic. See that? Salika. Salika is Alliance of Rebel. Oh, Rebel Scum. Militia factions. Overthrow. Okay, so it's just...
Muslim.
It says Muslim?
Members of the Salika are almost entirely Muslim.
I was about to say it was political, and no, it's Muslim. Well, Muslim is
them.
political too. Right. Okay, there was a shooting, 19 dead, plus 4 of the attackers. They got offed, and it was India, Kashmir, so it's Pakistan-type dudes. Yeah. It's just more violence up in Kashmir. Normal.
Melee attacks, 0 dead. Well, what do you expect when you do a melee attack?
Don't you love how Israel just still gets on the board, even with all that shit going on in the rest of the world? Palestinian alone. Yeah.
They're good, though.
Well, we got a shoot down. Another helicopter bit the bullet. ISIS shot down a Syrian Air Force warplane, killing the pilot. Wow, good shot.
They do get a lucky shot in every now and again.
Oh, yeah.
Suicide car bombing, 5 dead. Mogadishu, Somalia. 4 of his bodyguards were killed.
Damn, took his bodyguards out.
Al-Shabaab.
Okay. Terrible. ISIS execution probably was filmed. Details. It was a suspected spy, so they're really trying to send a message. They tied him to a pole and tortured him to death. Well, that's
lovely.
Pleasant.
Shooting, 2 dead, 0 injured. Saudi Arabia? I don't see that often. 2 policemen killed, facing heavy gunfire while patrolling the
Well,
city.
who knows why that happened, but it was a Muslim for sure. Maybe not from, I don't know, who knows why. Suicide bombing.
Be an atheist, because it's illegal to be atheist
Yeah.
in Saudi Arabia, because you're considered a terrorist.
True. Nigeria. Here we go. That's been relatively quiet, but Boko Haram steps up and they do twice. So suicide bombing, and then the next day is shooting. Damn, the shooting killed more than the bombing. 40 dead, and it's terrible. And I like this one.
Clash.
Is that the band? Isn't that a British band?
I don't know. I don't know my British bands very well.
Clash. Let's see. It's going to be a band.
I think you'd have to follow that hype.
The Clash were an English punk rock band formed in 1976. See? Yeah, are they the ones that did, what was their famous song? Let's see here.
Highway to Hell.
You're
Ace
just
of Spades.
making stuff up. Clash. London Calling. Okay, London Calling.
Yeah.
There we go.
No,
Cool.
that's not that.
Right.
Okay. Clash, 14 dead. Yemen. Saudi-led coalition. Saudi do get involved in these quite a lot, but they never get blame put on them, or no one ever seeks legal action against them.
Yeah, there's a lot of repeat offenders here. Iraqi Civil War, bombing killed 3 on the 19th.
Right. Melee attack, 0 dead. Palestinian died.
Huh. Yeah, the Palestinians seem to fail a lot more. they're trying. You got to give them credit. They have ambition.
They're up against the idea of.
Yeah, because they brought a knife to a gunfight. It's like, don't do it, guys. Executions, that's Islamic State. It's 19 over that. Oh, God, they give you the details. They also stoned a woman to death for fornication. Oh, please. She should be rewarded for that, if anything. They later executed 6 youths for belonging to a resistance faction. Okay.
Using welding tools.
Oh, that's terrible. That's like something out of Goodfellas.
And another man being shot dead in the head by a young boy.
Oh, that is frightful. And this link is going to lead you to that video, which is even more scary.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Bombing, 3 dead in Manjib, Iraq. 3 children were killed in a mine explosion in a school. Islamic State. But many factions were angered at the lack of safety in a school. I don't think they're expecting like a bomb to go off in the school.
Right. You're going to hear about this.
Bomb protection.
The PTA is going to have a field day with this one. Explosion, shooting, 0 dead. It's in Ukraine. Another happy story. The Ukraine, though, the same group. They really want their independence.
0 dead again. Turkey. Man tried to attack the Israeli embassy with a knife.
What? What? That's like something out of Monty Python. Like, run away, run away. They attacked the castle just with swords. That's a stupid guy. God.
That counts as the wave of terror.
Look at this. They mercy shot him in the leg. They wounded him.
It feels sorry.
They're like, what are you doing?
Just put him out of his misery.
Bombing in Iraq.
Dude. 3 dead. Somalia. Al-Shabaab confirmed. Attacked a soldier.
Rocket attack? How do you miss with a rocket attack? Speaking of miss, Jesus, I mean, at least the guy with the knife going for the end. Harder than this guy.
Did you think they see the injured as like a kind of a win? Like, oh, I nearly done it. Not quite.
Yeah, a Turkish. Rockets fired. Daesh.
The Daesh is just ISIS. I don't know why they're just, yeah. Attack, 7 to 10 people dead in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I don't know what this is to do with ADF rebels.
Oh, yeah, it's allies with Al-Shabaab. And
Okay.
wait a minute.
And the Lord's Resistance
Yeah,
Army?
they're just... If these two guys are on your friends list, you got
Well,
fucking...
the Lord's Resistance Army actually has like quite a few Muslims in it. So I know like it's put forward as like, oh, they want the Ten Commandments, but so do Muslims. So Muslims do join up with the Lord's Resistance Army.
They're... bombing Cameroon, Boko Haram. Okay, I guess that's bordering. Not that close to Nigeria. Let's see. Cameroon, how far down? Yeah, that was... The Boko Haram is...
All the way over there.
Hanging up.
No, I was just looking at the description for that one that you just did. 3 civilians were killed. Not that, Divvy. Yeah, when a vigilante tried to stop a suicide bomber.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's brave.
Well, that's what happens to superheroes in real life.
Exploded to death.
That's a superhero.
Roadside bomb, 3 dead. In Thailand. 3 policemen were killed. So they're aiming for members of the police force.
It's one of my favorite curries. Thai food is the Penang curry, yeah. Suicide...
I like chicken satay.
Oh, yeah? Very nice. Suicide bombing, 12 dead, 30 injured. Syria, that's just nasty. Islamic State.
18 plus 3 dead. Shooting, suicide bombing in Iraq.
Damn it. To Islamic States, they're pumping out deaths, man. Execution, that's the new thing. That's new.
Yeah.
I've not seen that. Maybe they're just labeling it differently, but it's because they keep showing us the video. And again, it's, look at this, sending a message, allegedly cooperating with Iraqi security forces. They just killed 25 of their own. Sad.
Where am I looking? Shooting, 1 dead. In Jordan, gunman was shot dead. They went after a writer?
Some writer, yeah.
Cartoon deemed offensive to Islam.
Wow. That sucks for him.
Juswi Nahid Hata.
Lame. Bombing in Hungary, right-wing extremists. Nail bomb. Wow. Entering 2 police, yeah. No dead.
Wave of terror.
Closing in on the end here.
Roadside, eventually. 4 dead, 19 injured. Nigeria, Boko Haram. The attack was on soldiers.
How dare they? We have a shooting, 4 dead. Boko Haram, again, members attacked a Chad National Army position near the border with N-word. They killed 4 soldiers and injured 6 others.
7 terrorists were killed.
Yeah.
Terrorists, Dickens.
That's right.
6 dead, suicide bombing, plus the 1 guy who killed himself. Iraq.
Blew himself up. Yep. Roadside bombing, 1 dead in Egypt. The Sinai insurgency. Wow. Okay, Egypt's on the board.
Oh, that's technically like an assault on Israel. That Gaza, because it says on the border with the Gaza Strip.
Right. We know what they're after.
Oh shit! That was the Islamic State, so close to the Gaza. 0 dead in Mosul, Iraq. 11 children were injured. Why do I always get the children every single one of these?
I know. Yeah. Think of the children. Tamir Rice was 12.
They gassed the kid. They're officially Nazis.
Landmine. 1 dead, 3 injured. Nigeria. Of course, it's Boko Haram. That's just ongoing disaster.
0 dead in a grenade.
Oh, dude, another failure.
India, Kashmir unrest again.
God. I mean, okay. Bombing, 4 dead in Turkey, PKK. This is just a steady stream. Has there been 1 day that nothing happened?
I don't know.
Seemed like it.
It seems like we've had like at least 4 every day.
Yeah.
Execution, 5 dead. Egypt, officials say that Islamic State militants have killed 5 Egyptians. Dumped the body wearing orange jumpsuits.
Where's Dylan Roof when you need him? You know, it's funny. Like the Young Turks will look at this month and probably do the story about the neo-Nazi in Finland.
Definitely.
Shooting 2 dead in Mali.
And no, they definitely do this one that's like a few down. They're shooting in a Eastern Nazi uniform.
Oh, for sure. Timbuktu, man. I can't believe that's a real place. That's pretty cool. But 2 dead.
Shooting and bombing. 4 to 8 dead. Nigeria. Boko Haram.
And here we go. Shooting, only 1 guy dead, and it's the neo-Nazi. Guy wearing a Nazi uniform opened fire on a strip mall.
What's a strip mall?
Well, at least it wasn't a strip club. That would have been a tragedy.
Oh.
Strip mall just means yeah, it's like a, what is the official definition? It's not a huge indoor mall. I think it's like an outdoor mall where you can kind of pull your car up to it. Or is that
like,
a mini mall?
McDonald's.
Strip mall, also called shopping plaza, shopping center. Oh, mini mall. It's an open air. Okay, yeah, it's open air mall. Parking lots. Parking lots in front. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Shooting in Afghanistan, that's the war. And that's what happens in war. People die, including these 12.
Melee attack, 0 dead.
Oh,
Italy.
What? Islamic State's in Italy.
Only 1 person injured. Lone wolf stabbed a police officer.
I like this. A man, a member of Islamic State. What is that? They wrote this like it's a trailer. In a world where a man, a member of Islamic State,
Lone wolf stabs a police officer.
Disassembled a human body. Suicide bombings. Bombing. Okay, 2 suicide bombings claimed the lives of at least 15. Sad day for them, Iraqis. Really bad there, man.
Shooting, 0 dead. Peru. Okay. The internal conflict in Peru.
The Peruvian was so short, his line of sight, he couldn't see his target. So
I like the name of the group, the Shining Path
Militant.
Militant.
Who are they?
The most pretentious terrorist name I've ever.
Shining Path. Marxism.
Again?
Gonzaloism. What? Gonzalo. That's a leader.
Gonzalo.
Yeah, that's the name of the guy. Can't shoot.
Run fast.
Shoot for shit. Bombing. Wow, and my neck of the woods. Yeah, 0 dead, 0 injured.
Did you hear about this?
I think I did, actually. Yeah, 2 bombs exploded, 1 at a mosque. Yeah, this is anti-Muslim.
Okay, right-wing extremists. See, they're very clear when it comes to the fucking right-wingers.
Yeah, they're just going to send a message. Message received. But Dresden is the home of Pegida, and sort of, there's some hardcore.
Okay. Shooting 4 dead in Egypt. 3 policemen and a civilian. Islamic State suspected.
I know. Suicide bombings. Oh, fail. What is that? Wait.
Plus 16, 0.
Wait, what? Is that a coincidence?
16 militants were killed.
Wait. They were wounded so bad that they're dead.
Hang on.
If they're dead, they're not wounded.
Read the thing.
Islamic state members failed to successfully carry a suicide attack due to an explosive belt malfunction. 16 militants were killed and 16 were injured. Surely it was the same 16.
4 lions.
Surely it was not 16 dead, 16 different dudes injured.
Yeah, that's what it says.
What a bizarre twist of fate. That is such a fail mission. ISIS should execute those guys for failing that bad. These 16 guys get home, they should be in this column the next.
Arson.
That's just some guy had a campfire.
In Paraguay.
Down with EPP?
Down with EPP.
You gotta be quick. What are they? Oh, FARC. LA. Fuck you. FARC is right wing. Okay. My turn. Execution. That was like 15 guys. That's Islamic State. It was 1 guy got off, but yeah, they executed those guys for failing on the previous mission. Just like I told them to. I told them to, and they did it. So good job.
Okay. Melee attack.
Melee.
Israel. Oh, poor Israel.
An Israeli soldier. Do you think he was the stabber or the stabby?
He's definitely a shifty Jew.
Yeah. Palestinian man. A man.
Subsequently shot and killed by Israeli forces.
A man. A Palestinian man.
They're always like right there whenever this kicks off. Like some guy tries to stab them and he's instantly killed within 1 minute.
Oh, shit, here we go. My country, 'tis of thee. We have an injury. It's Joachim Kebschall, The mayor of the German town of Orsdorf was beaten unconscious with a stick while walking to a town hall meeting. It's probably by a right-wing guy because his policy was pro-refugee. The attack is believed to be retaliation for his plans to accommodate refugees. Yep, what did I just say? What did I just say? I didn't even read ahead.
The last one goes to me.
Go for it.
Where's New Cairo? I know what Cairo is, but what's New Cairo? Is that like...
I think it's right outside Boston.
Just one injured. Car exploded.
Well, that's it. We ended on a good note.
Yeah.
And for fun, I'll show you October. It's not many. Okay, we might as well. You think things have changed? You think again. Somalia, Al-Shabaab, back to their old ways. Outside a restaurant.
Mogadishu.
That's one way to get out of giving a tip. All right.
5 dead in Egypt. 5 Egyptian police killed by Islamic State.
There you go. 2 dead in Iraq. The war continues. We're in October. We're coming up to the present day.
1 dead. At least the numbers seem lower this time.
Yeah.
1 Indian soldier killed, 4 others injured.
Kashmir. 6 dead in Afghanistan. That's the war. That's the Taliban. Terrible.
1 landmine, 5 injured. I have no idea what this motive for this is.
We got a Muslim sweep in October right now, so they're doing well. 32 dead, and that was yesterday, and 100 injured. Jesus Christ, Syria. I didn't even come close to hearing about this. And a Kurdish wedding. Damn. Evil. Islamic State. So, there you have it, folks. That's nasty.
It was fun.
It was fun, but it was depressing as hell, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's being sarcastic with the fun.
Oh, God. Yeah, hopefully somebody will crunch those numbers and get back to me, but that is any thoughts to how can we make sense of this? How can we put a positive face on this?
There's a lot that we don't see, because those are just the terrorist attacks, and then you have on top of that, there's even more deaths.
Well, would you like to join me for a little more Anna Kasparian action?
I can't hear the sound, babe.
All right. Well,
I'll let you get back
we got to figure that out then. So let me know if we can solve that, or if I'm doing something wrong.
I'll work her out for you, and I'll get back in touch.
Well, thank you so much for joining me for that depressing rendition.
I've been traumatized.
Yeah, we need to take a shower after that one. And you're welcome back anytime, obviously, so make it a regular thing.
Okay.
All right?
Take care.
Bye.
All the best.
All right, let it.
Of course, we have a lot of collaboration as well, but ultimately, I decide what I want to cover and what I don't want to cover.
Very key. Every single story.
And I'm also allowed to analyze those stories and provide commentary without any worry of, abortive.
Any worry of fact checking, other side of the story.
Investors coming after me or my boss coming after me. I can
Yeah, because literally my boss and me are in lockstep. In fact, he basically brainwashed me and follow everything. Right?
literally say whatever I feel, whatever I want. And that truth telling is what I think
her belly button there.
is the main point of journalism. It's speaking truth to power.
And that's
speaking. But oh God, is that phrase? What does that? What do people? Certainly not a new way. Often perpetrated. Fast forward to Black Lives Matter. Muslim
lacking in a lot of mainstream journalism, right?
Yes.
Tell me about how maybe there's some misrepresentation or underrepresentation.
Oh, my favorite topic. This is where I get to tell you. I'm better than not just you, but better than me. Whereas I'm not by out. That doesn't affect me. I'm alternate. Oh, right.